Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. Second Super Rugby Trans-Tasman game of the night. We just witnessed the match between the Crusaders and the Western Force. Pretty close one. And in the end, the Crusaders are able to get the win, but they did not receive the bonus point. So now we are in the predicament on the table. As you can see, the Crusaders are sitting in first, but they have played an extra game, which means now if the Blues can win this match, they will leapfrog the Crusaders once again. And if they can get a bonus point, that will be keeping that home final alive for the Blues here, but they are up against a strong Reds outfit that were able to get the win last week up against the Chiefs in the end. It was a very good matchup, 40 to the Reds, 34 to the Chiefs. It's a nice night at Suncorp Stadium at the moment, about 17 degrees, little bit of wind, but it looks like they have got a pretty full house at the moment for this match, and I am excited for it. We have also got in the chat, Joseph has said, go Reds, go Blues from Fiji, also go Blues from NZ. Says Millie, the Reds is a Marini. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Is going for also Reds will smash Blues to pieces and make an example of them for being a fairy tale team as well. Says honest opinion, Reds going to get smashed 35-21 from AJ Cook. So yeah, we've got a few interesting predictions in the chat, but they are talking about the fact that at this stage, James O'Connor is out of the Reds lineup. And I'm not sure what it was. I think it was an injury perhaps, but that means now they're going to have a different man in that number 10 jersey. I am just waiting to see who that is going to be. Good morning, everyone, says John as well. Missed the Crusaders match. Looks like it was a close one. It was indeed. And that last minute try for Jordan Oliver fella meant that it did become no bonus point for the Crusaders, as we can see here from the table. But the Hurricanes and the Blues, they've got two big matchups. The Blues against the Reds and also the Hurricanes against the Brumbies. Someone will have to make sure that they keep on winning those matches if they do want that home final that they will be both going for. Mr. Milan said hi again. Welcome to the live stream. Pro Trooper is here as well. And also Carly will tame the Tongan Thor at some time as well. Or at scrum time, sorry. And it's going to be Hamish Stewart. Okay. So it's going to be Greeley in the number 15 jersey. Also, you've got Hamish Stewart is going to be starting at number 10. And then you have also got Joshua Fluke is going to be on the bench. So tell you what, they've had to make quite a few changes here. Wallace as well. Oh, no, he is already in there. We are all right there. So they are getting close to kickoff as well. I will show you guys the starting lineups for both sides in this match. They are showing the Reds. They are in their Indigenous kit. So they will be hoping that that can help them get over the line here. But that is the lineup. Vunivalu and also Dalgunu out on both wings. Very strong, both scoring tries last week up against the Chiefs. Then you've got here Isaac Henry and Paisami in the midfield. Two dangerous ball runners. Henry was able to pick up 2 tries in the last match. It is going to be Greeley in the number 15 jersey rather than Bryce Hegarty, who was originally supposed to be there. Also, Hamish Stewart is going to be in that number 10 jersey rather than James O'Connor. Then you got McDermott, the loose forward trio of Scott Young, Liam Wright, and Harry Wilson, both very strong players, or all three of them very strong players. Salakai Lotto, Ryan Smith, Tani Alatupo, the Tongan Thor. You've got Brendan Payanga Mosa and Fortuaka making up the front row for the Reds. Then you look at the Blues lineup away from home. They are bonus point hunting, and they have got a strong side that have the ability to do so if they can click here. And at this stage, Kautuanukiafi Eklund and Tuanga Fasi are going to be the front row. Kelly Tuioti, Tui Pelotu back in that starting lineup after his layoff of an injury. Robinson Pavali, Kiriwani starting at 8 rather than Hoskins. Satutu will be coming off the bench. Finley Christie or Teddy Black is a good pairing there. Mark Talia back in the starting lineup as well at number 11. TJ Faiani and Rico Ioane make up the midfield. 231 metres carried so far for Rico Ioane this season. Then you got Bryce Hema, man on fire. 4 tries, first for clean breaks with 9, and also second when it comes to metres carried, 294. Picking up a hat trick, the first of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. Then you got Zan Sullivan at number 15 as well. We'll read the chat in a very short moment, but first we will look through the benches. A lot of changes there for the Reds as well. They have now got Fluke in the number 22 jersey because of the other changes that they have made, but also still a very strong bench overall. Moses Sarabi having a lot of offloads in the first match that he did play. And then you look at the other side, Hoskins Satutu, 2 tries so far in this competition, both in the same match. He will be coming off the bench for the Blues. Then you got Nepo Lolala, very good scrummager, Alex Hodgman, Harry Plummer, Jonathan Ruru, and also AJ Lamb has been on fire as well. They are doing the Indigenous ceremonies at the moment before the match gets underway, but that is the starting lineup and reserves for both sides. Right, who have we got in the chat at the moment. We got Tini Alatupo as the worst defense in the comp with 71% as well, says AJ Cook. And also the Reds in general are actually last in terms of their tackle completion rate with 77.7%. So that is very unfortunately Uso. Samoan Language Week, I am 420% hungry right now. And of course, you have already been at it with your 420 donations, Johnny Blaze. Oh, sorry, Marco Polar Bear today. So I feel like that number's just in your head at the moment. But your battle of the colours as well. Of course, referring to the Reds and the Blues, the names of the teams. I think that it will be close between the Blues and the Reds because the Reds won last weekend as well, says Mr. Mellon, and that could be a very big possibility here. AJ Cook just had steak, chips and salad. That sounds all right. I think I'm going to be having my tea straight after this live stream as well. And that's the thing. I normally prepare for these live streams because of the fact that the Australian matches always start just that little bit later than the New Zealand ones in terms of, they say 9:45 p.m. kickoff, but it's normally around 9:50 to 9:55. So I will probably end up having a marker in the description for where you can watch from just straight into kickoff if all of the stuff about just the talking about the game is something you guys don't want to see. But yeah, I do appreciate you all being here for this part anyway. We have got Poyanga Mosa cried about after the Wallabies eliminated the ABs in the rugby 2023 finals. Or sorry, 2003 finals. A final. Sorry, I can't read. We have got in there, hey mate. Where did that one go? It went way up the top. Hey mate, I was just playing Fortnite with my friend as well, says James Gordon. So it is good to see you here now. And Dalton Pabali, he will be happy to be back out there after his injury. Made most tackles and won most breakdown turnovers in 2021. Post-contact meters, 113. Very impressive, that man. Come on, the Reds as well, says Zane. And we have got, I just drank the blood of a newborn sheep. Interesting scenes. To police security Yohani, and I feel really zesty as well, says Marco Vodapola. Satyrs fans, where you at? Let's cheer for the Reds so that we can see another breakdance after the final as well, says Escaroy. At this stage, they are showing Greeley, the man who is going to be in the number 15 jersey on debut. He is replacing here a big moment here for that man, the referee in charge of this one. It is going to be Mike Fraser. Nick Berry is the assistant referee, Jordan Way, and also Brent Cronin, and we are only moments away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are all excited for this match. We had a good match for the first match of the Friday night. The second match is about to get underway, and it is going to be Zan Sullivan who does so with the kickoff to the right-hand side. And we are underway at Suncorp Stadium, taken nicely there by Dalgunu, running hard at Kauleoji and Robinson. Now a little bit of a rolling maul situation almost ending up because of the man now going to ground. And now it is going to be in the hands of the number 15, almost charged down a little bit. No, it was Hamish Stewart there that they were showing, and he ended up having the ball charged down there. Now it's going to be Tuanga Fussy, 5 metres out. Faiani now going to the other side into the hands of Rico Ioane with a bit of a step. He has tried to make his way through, and at the stage turned over by the Reds, only 10 metres out. Now it is going to be the advantage as well for the little rock on. Hamish, sorry, that's my name, Harry Wilson, getting that ball. Now back to Hamish Stewart. And now it is going to be kicked downfield by Hunter Paisami. Advantage over. And it is going to be taken by Mark Talia now. He's got a bit of space as well. Mark Talia running hard at the line, but he is tackled by the number 15, Greeley. Now it's going to be Christie. I will read the chat in a very short moment as well, but thank you all very much for tuning in. And now it is going to be Christie. Goes to a 30 black flat ball to Eklund, who was just beside him. And that one is almost stolen, and it's the penalty there to the Reds for Tani Alatupo getting in that breakdown. And it is not releasing as the call. And unfortunately, I've got an itchy eye now. It is very unfortunate right at this time. Thank God Nick Berry isn't refereeing the game, although he is assistant referee, so he is still in there somewhere. And we are getting a puppy over the weekend, says Mr. Mellon. Do you know what brand, or not brand, what breed of puppy it is, Dan Bro? I still haven't seen a cash. Do you, mate? I keep forgetting to send it, says Marco Vanapola Bear. No worries, mate. I think with the way that the, that's an interesting looking kick, but it has found touch from Isaac Henry. I feel like he would have liked a lot more meters on there, but right in the middle of the field, wanting to make sure he found touch there, Isaac Henry. And he has done so, but they are showing Hamish Stewart. He has got to step up in this match, of course, replacing James O'Connor. But yeah, back to that one. I think with the way that the bridges and whatnot, they were close. So I feel like maybe it wouldn't have made it down here anyway at that stage. But yeah, only when you get around to it, it is all right if there is a delay. No worries there as well. Now it's going to be taken by Isaac Henry, now running hard at the line, dumped in the tackle though. Now it is going to be Scott Young. Hamish showing out with a bit of a salivatomy tackle by Pabali. And they are just inside of their own half. Little offload to Harry Wilson with the offload now to Ryan Smith. He's got Dalgunu on the outside, but taken there by Rieko Ioane, getting enough hands on it. Now it's going to be a big hit from, it was Bryce Heem on Tate McDermott, and now a little knock on though. So now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Reds just outside of the 22. Tell you what, that's going that quick. That back and forth rugby that is very hard to keep up with, that is for sure. We have also got on back bro as well, 1 minute in as well. Said midnight plays, my Fijian friend is leaving the school next year. As well, says James Gordon. So that is unfortunate. Why are you going for the Reds? As well, says AJ Cook. I assume that is for, I'm not sure who is going for the Reds in the chat. Paianga must cry when he watches the Kiwi side thump his adopted countryman week in and week out. And can you see chat not on us? Said midnight plays. I am trying my best to read the chat and also watch the game at the same time. There's always a little bit of a delay. But yeah, you are a little bit ahead. So be sure not to put too many spoilers in the chat. And we have also got there, Let's Go Blues, says Rangi, and also Red Spies again getting disgusting as well, says Smithy Toilet, and Tricross Border Collie, Huntway and Kelpie as well. So that will be an interesting one, and hopefully it will be a well-behaved puppy. You'll have to train it well, that is for sure. Let's Go Blues as well, says Rangi. I have no friends, my social life is here on the Kiwi Lads live stream. Says Marco Vonapolabia. That is all right, though. We do love it having you here, Marco Vonapolabia, of course. You end up in that situation of you get in a few rivalries in the chat, but overall, it is very much appreciated. And yeah, the fact that you are here week in, week out, also leading donator on the channel. So we've got to make sure that we do keep you around, of course, because you do make the chat a lot of fun throughout these lives. Fist off Blues, you suckers was in midnight play. So here's harsh. Who are the Hurricanes playing? They are going to be taking on the Brumbies, and that should be an interesting contest, and that's going to be tomorrow night at 9:45 p.m. So at the same time that this match started, the next match is going to be the Hurricanes versus Brumbies Sunday night. And also it is going to be the case of a game before that, and that's going to be the Highlanders taking on the Waratahs. It's a girl as well, said Mr. Mellon. So she will have to be well behaved, I guess. Her name is Nala. That sounds like a name that you would give a puppy. And hopefully she doesn't gnarl on too many things, because of course that would mean possibly biting a little bit. But yeah, sounds like you will have a very good time. Your cat is a huge Crusaders fan. He is indeed, and that's going to be the penalty to the Blues now for the player not releasing. I believe it was Dalton Papali who was able to win it for his side. Yes, it was. And now it means that it is going to be the penalty to the Blues just inside of their 22. Now they are showing here. It was Harry Wilson with the ball through the legs. Then Dalgunu running flat, but then straight over the ball, Dalton Papali. And he was able to do what he had to. Let's go the Reds, says Zane. And is O'Connor playing? He isn't actually playing. He did pull out just before the match, I believe, or earlier today. So it is going to be Hamish Stewart who is going to be in that number 10 jersey. And also another change. Higgity was supposed to be at number 15, but now it is going to be Greeley, who did just have his very first touch of this match. Now it's going to be McDermott selling a bit of a dummy hit high by Tui Pelosi, though. And now it is going to be the penalty to the Reds. At this stage, already about 4 or 5 penalties in the first 5 minutes of this one. Cool. So interesting as well, says Sima you as well. It is in brackets though, so I'm not sure whether he's serious or not. What happened to Johnny Place? He has disappeared since the Chiefs lost the final, says Zion. Don't know. He seems to be missing in action, I guess you could say. I Johnny Place has changed my name. It's obvious, isn't it? Zion as well. I was going to play along with it, but yeah, he did change his name to Marco Vunapola Bear, and he now roams the chat as well. 30 to the Reds, 14 to the Blues is the prediction. And also we have got there final score, 41 to the Reds, 40 to the Blues. Reds will smash Blues. Mark Willard says honest opinion as well. And we have got, how do you avoid trying to tackle McDermott high? He runs into you. You got no choice but to grab him by his little neck as well, says Smithy Toilet. They have gone to the front there. Now it's going to be McDermott. Goes to Hamish, short over the top to Hunter by Sami. Quick ball into the hands of Dalgunu, who's hard in the tackle by Mark Dallaire, and a counter ruck now for the Blues, but they have been able to just claim that one there, the Reds, and somehow they have still got this. This is ruthless from the Blues, trying to get this one, and they have managed to counter ruck now. It's going to be a Kiriawani who is having the run, but Fortuaka was able to drag him down. Now it's going to be kicked in behind by TJ Faiani, fires it high, and it's going to go into the 22 now. It is going to be in the hands of Greeley, and he has kicked that long, and that is a good kick downfield just outside of the 22. Son Sullivan goes quickly, big ball over the top of a 30 black, bouncing around him, able to claim it there though, and he kicks it back down the middle of the field. It's a game of force back between these two sides. Awkward bouncing one for Dalgunu, gives it to Vunivalu, not known for his kicking too often, but that is a good kick downfield from Vunivalu, and it means now it is going to be the line out of the Blues, but at this stage it has just been back and forth between these two sides so far. and we are just waiting to see what the first try is going to be. Closing my eyes and listening to the commentary, just like watching the game, testing my imagination, says Iskaro. Yeah, hopefully I am doing a good enough job of being able to describe what is happening throughout these live streams. And we have also got, I like cats, especially Ginger. My cat is actually Ginger, so that works very well in that regard. I'm a sulk the Chiefs loss. I had a sulk the Chiefs loss. Didn't want to watch Super Rugby, but admittedly my emotion got the best of me. I changed my name, started watching the streams again. And I have to say, those first, I think there was 1 or 2 streams that you weren't on, and it felt weird. It was as if we were missing something in the chat. And yeah, you are back now and you are in full effect. That is for sure. Keeping handy for a few armchair koro as well, says Smithy Toilet. And Honest Opinion has got the laughing emoji as well. But now we are 7 minutes into this match. I should update my scoreboard as well, so you guys can see at the moment that it is 0-0 in this match between these two sides. I feel like it's going to be a low-scoring, close one perhaps. I have been mentioning about it many times that we haven't had one like that yet. So we're going to have to wait and see. Force throw their game away against the Satyrs, says Heinrich. I mean, I guess in a way they did lose that game, but they did cancel out that bonus point of the Crusaders, which now means that maybe they won't be able to make it to the final, the Crusaders. So they put in just enough effort when it did matter. Now we have got you streaming cricket I want to watch. As well, said Midnight Plays. I have actually done a bit of cricket in the past. I wasn't sure whether they keep on doing it on this channel since it's become predominantly rugby, but we actually have a Kiwi Lad sport channel that I think I was going to be starting it up on. Very big fan of the Black Caps. What do you think of their performance so far in the test match? I mean, Devon Conway, double 100. Very impressive from him, but at this stage, England trying to build up their first innings total as well. And we have got in there, use your fanatic predictions to buy Barry a new house in Queensland as well. Says Smithy Toilet. I also had 2 cats who are twin brothers, so it will be interesting as well. Yeah, hopefully they do get along with the cat, with the dog. That is for sure. Ryan Smith now just getting a bit of strapping, or should I say a lot of strapping on that leg at the moment, on the knee. His leg is pretty much getting held together by that strapping, and now he's got a scrum to get hold of. I was crying too because my grandparents are from Hamilton as well, says Zion. And very good, bro. As well from Midnight Plays. What position did you play, Hamish, back in your days? I was actually on the wing. I would have quite enjoyed being halfback though, but we kind of, at the age group, I will quickly get back to that in a short moment, but Faiani now trying to pierce the line. But yeah, in the next stoppage, I will go back to that story. Teddy Black now into the hands of Zahn Sullivan now with a bit of a step trying to make his way through, but he is tackled there by Isaac Henry straight over the ball, almost where the Reds, yes, they were, and they have been able to steal that one, and Dalton Bubbly has to get out of that breakdown now. It is going to be 5 back McDermott into the hands now of Greeley. Now it's going to be Hamish Stewart kicking that one downfield, trying to go over the top of Teddy Black, and he does. So now it's been taken by Teddy Black, 15 metres out from his line, and he kicks that one into touch. But yeah, I was on the wing. I would have liked to be halfback, but we had kind of a halfback and a first 5 who always just never passed the ball. So it was very unfortunate, purely because of the fact that, yeah, I would have quite enjoyed being halfback. Like anytime I do a Be a Pro on Rugby Challenge or anything, I always go halfback now as well. We have got, did anyone know if replays of the US, of the games stream broadcast in the US haven't found any service showing these live, wondering if replays are made available, says John. That's a good question. I don't know, does Rugby Pass do replays, but they aren't in the US anymore, are they? Because I know it used to be ESPN Plus, because I know the highlights, the short all, that one's been stolen by the Blues there. And the breakdown at him is going to be returning fire straight back down the field. No one back there as well. It's going to be sitting up nicely for Filippo Dalgunu. Goes across to Taniela Tupou. He's going to run hard at the line. Who's he going at? He has run straight. And I believe it is actually Kurt Eklund. Yes, it was. Who was able to make the tackle. Now it's going to be an answer. Poyanga Mosa sells the dummy. But yeah, other than the short highlights, I'm not actually too sure whether they do full-length replays, which I wish they would, because there is some very good rugby that you don't get to see throughout those highlights. But now it is going to be in the hands of Tate McDermott. Sells a bit of a dummy, goes back now to the hands of the number 7, and Isaac Henry bouncing off the tackle. The number 7 in this one is Liam Wright. No, it's not, though. Or is it? It didn't look like Liam Wright, to be fair, but it might have been. To be fair, but they're going to through the side, and now it is going to be the penalty to the Blues once again. We have got it ended up badly as well. My dad and brother were supporting the Chiefs in the final. We have got I support the Landers and the Mighty Chiefs. And also we have got in there from a place called Glen Murray. It's like 20 minutes out of Hamilton, pretty hippie-ish around here as well, says Marco Vodapola Bear. And also I'm number 10 for my Wooding rugby team. So we've got a few backs in the chat, I believe, if I'm not wrong. And we have got in there, I played at prop. I love squashing wings when they have to try and tackle me. Yeah, it's a hard job being the small winger trying to take out the big prop. We've seen it many times. The likes of a Taniela Tupou run straight at, Bryce Yen would actually probably try and stand up to him in that regard, but the likes of Imagine at practice, Tate McDermott trying to tackle Taniela Tupou. Would be interesting to see. Duanga Fussy takes that one at the back of the line out. Faiani now to the hands of Akira Ioane, who is trying to break the tackle of Wilson. Short ball there from Duanga Fussy. Little offload into the hands of Tui Pelotu, and he's breaking away. Now it's going to be Rieko Ioane with the acceleration. Only 10 metres out at the moment. Now it's going to be Duanga Fussy. No, sorry, it was Tuanuki Afi Kelly Tuioti getting dragged down. Only a couple metres short of the line. Now it's going to be a Kirioani tackle very low, and well, Poyanga Musa straight over the ball, so it is going to be going back, and it's going to be the penalty to the Blues. Now, after watching the match against the Crusaders, I'm sure the Blues would have had a lot of eyes on that game. I feel like, are they going to take on the 3, or do they go for the bonus point? If they can get a bonus point here, they can almost get their home final. I feel like they've got to push for it here, because you don't want to leave it to chance in that last week. And we have got in there, I wished I was like 6 foot and played for the loose forward position as well. Always been too skinny and pip squeakish to compete in physical positions. See, that's the thing. Everyone kept growing and I kind of stayed the same size. So that's where like everyone got bigger and I was just that kind of smaller kid. So I feel like that was when I also ended up deciding maybe not for me, definitely not on ESPN Plus. Disappointing, but glad I found you guys here as well, says John. They are going to take the 3 points here for Teddy Black. They have decided they want points on the board to be able to get them just that little bit of a lead, because 4 points here, I'll show the table once again for you guys who haven't seen it already. With the Crusaders winning that match against the Western Force, they are on 18 points. The Blues, if they get the win here, they will be sitting on 19 points. And against a team like the Reds, they may need a few points on the board, that is for sure, because points differential could get eaten up here, depending on the result of this one. Christchurchish as well. I live in Rangiora, if you know what that is, or know where that is. I do indeed. I actually played a cricket tournament in Rangiora, and we stayed at a holiday park there, but I can't quite remember the name. Unfortunately, my mum and dad support the Landers. My uncle and auntie support the Chiefs, so I just go with both. It is very easy to be able to, when you're supporting more than one team, it is very exciting. That's an awkward-looking kick, and I'm not sure whether he meant to do it, but it was almost like a grubber kick off the start, and now it is still going to be in the hands of the Blues, though. Looks like Finley Christie is going to be kicking this one high. Rieko Ioane and Mark Talia will be chasing hard. Also, Robinson trying to have a go here, but it is going to be taken beautifully there by the number 15 in this one, Greeley, to get the call up late because of Higgidy not being here. Now it's going to be Poyanga Mosa, met by the wall of defence. That was Eklund on the halfway line. Stewart going away to the left-hand side, but straight over the ball where the Blues almost able to rip it away, but they weren't quite able to get that one. Isaac Henry met by TJ Faiani, his opposite number there. At the moment, the Reds are just working on that phase play. If they can hang on to this for about 10 phases, a gap will start to open up as the defence starts to tire. But now it's going to be McDermott into the hands of Stewart. Flat ball out to Paisami now. He's found a bit of a gap inside ball to Harry Wilson, who is stepping around on the outside to Poyanga. Most of this is great stuff from the Reds here, but they have now been dragged down just outside of the 22. Daniela Tupou drops the ball, and it's going to be an advantage now for the Blues and Oteri Black. They were thinking about kicking that one, but now they're going to use the back line. Goes out to Bryce. He was told to kick it. He decides, you know what, I'll just run straight through. He has been tackled there by Isaac Henry. Now it's going to be a counter-ruck from the Reds, but they weren't quite able to get that one. Now it's going to be Tui Pelotu now, and they are going back for the knock-on for a little bit earlier on in the match. We have also got in there, bro. I'm watching NZ versus England as well. And yeah, that's a good point. That match is going to be taking place at the same time. Have I got the remote? I might actually try and put it up on the TV, see if that works, to see if I can watch that game at the same time. Let's go Reds, says Honest Opinion. Chicha are bad as well, says Zion. Chiefs are in 5th as well, says Zion. They are indeed. Unfortunately, with that loss to the Reds, it has cost them a bit there. And Daniela Tupou, unfortunately, not able to hold that ball for his side. I am going on to Spark Sport, and I am going to see if I can see the cricket at the same time. Hopefully my internet doesn't decide it doesn't like me too much. Too cold in Rangiora to grow good butts as well, says Marco Vodopolvia. Let's go Blues from Naughty. And also it's rain delay right now. Okay. Right, so I won't be able to watch that one quite yet then. So that is all right. I don't think my internet was going to allow it anyway, but 15 minutes in at the moment. 3 points to the Blues. And the total of 0 for the Reds. My numbers Reds tonight as well. And for what it's worth, played a little rugby back in the Navy days, 25 years ago. We were terrible, but always enjoyed playing whenever we were overseas. So 25 years ago, that is a wee while. And I guess rugby's changed quite a bit over the last kind of few years. Of course, the player like kind of welfare side of it has come into the real life or like this competition anyway. We've seen quite a few cards over the last couple of weeks. It used to be, it's like State of Origins coming up. That used to be just everyone whacked each other. But now it is kind of, they've got to be a bit careful. I have to go to bed. Awesome stream. Goodbye as well, says Mr. Miller. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. What position did you play, though, John, when you were playing in the Navy as well? So that would be in America, I assume, if you still live there and have always been a New Zealand rugby fan as long as I've been watching the game. Yeah, it's very exciting stuff. Like, I know it's one of those rivalries. Some of the Northern Hemisphere supporters don't like the way that the Southern Hemisphere sides play. And I guess it kind of vice versa. So everyone at 10 as well for the positions, so first 5. And we have got your trash as well, says Midnight plays for Let's Go Blues. Midnight, that's a bit harsh. I mean, he's going for the team that's winning, so he might be a little bit smarter in that regard. But now it's going to be Finlay Christie off the back of the scrum inside of the 22. Now it's going to be in the hands of Zahn Sullivan. Pins the ears back, fires a beautiful ball into the hands of Bryce M, who's getting covered by Dalgunu, shunts him off. Filippo Dalgunu, little offload to Zahn Sullivan. He shunts one off as well, but he is smashed into touch by Filippo Dalgunu. And he got knocked over. But from there, Rico Ioane telling him he's not having the ball, but that was great work from Bryce Seam, and Zahn Sullivan just shunts off Filippo Dalgunu. That's something not too many people can say. Fired it out onto the right-hand side. Then from there, Bryce Seam just drops Filippo Dalgunu, and then he does do a little offload to Zahn Sullivan. Still just a little bit too long, and Dalgunu got straight back up and made the tackle there as well. Now it is going to be in the hands of Paianga Mosa, 5 meters out from the line, off the line out for the Reds. They are hoping that they can drive forward just a little bit more, but now it's going to be McDermott looking like he's going to be kicking it himself. Yes, he does. And he will be looking for Tachia. He's going to take it quickly and decides not to throw it in. So far, we're trialists after 17 minutes in this match. McDermott not looking too happy with that kick by the looks of it. And we have also got there, I played at prop when I was in high school and I hated scrum. Some of those Islander props have big heads and thick shoulders and steel necks. It was always painful going in. Yeah, that's one thing. I feel like I've never been big enough to be a prop, even in the younger grades. And I feel like I'm kind of thankful for that because they have, Kerry Ioane drops that ball there. And now it's going to be Liam Wright's got that one. And now all of a sudden the Reds have got another opportunity. It's going to be McDermott only 5 meters out. They've got the advantage. Flat ball for Vunivalu. Not quite sitting up for him though. And now it's going to be the scrum once again for the Blues. We've also got there 10. I have to play 5 when I am quick as lightning as well, says Zion. And we have got State of O is being played for free, or is being played for free on Channel 3. So that is pretty awesome that they will be having that, because that's one thing. I feel like the more eyes you can have on the sport, the better in terms of that regard. So if you can get people to watch it free to you, it is pretty awesome. And Blues will lose. They are overdue as well, says A Clip. And also we have got 3-0 to the Blues at the moment from Joseph, who is a happy man, going for Fiji in this situation. Or tell you what, are you going for the Reds or are you going for the Blues in this one, Joseph? Do let me know. The 10-year-old Islander kid built like a 21 running through all the other 10-year-olds, 35 kgs soaking wet teams as well. What's it like in the scrum, fellas, as well, says Millie Toilet. That one has been taken nicely by the Reds on the halfway line. Now it is going to be Stewart with the flat ball to Henry. And at this stage, like I mentioned, we are getting close to the 20-minute mark. And no try scored. Yeah, little play there from Vunivalu, not quite able to get it. Now it is in the hands of Greeley now, who is lined up by Akira Ioane and driven down. He's not a very big unit, Greeley. And now it is going to be possibly, yes, it's going to be the penalty to the Reds for the player not rolling away. And it was Akira Ioane who was penalised there. And it's interesting. I feel like Akira Ioane, I would have probably, I'm not a coach, of course, but I think they may have been a little bit better off playing him at 6. I feel like that's more of his position than number 8. Like they've got Hoskins and Tutu, who is going to be coming off the bench later on in this match, but perhaps they might do a little bit of a reshuffle there. But Akira Ioane so far has given away a penalty and also has dropped the ball. Not ideal for him. Has paid streaming, killed some aspects of rugby. As well, says AJ Cook. I feel like it has a little bit because of the fact that like these games, if I'm not wrong, they used to be free to watch on any channel. If I'm not wrong, maybe about, let's say, 10 or so years ago. And I feel like now it's become one of those things that everything is a paid monthly kind of service. Like you got Sky, you got even like the likes of listening to music, you got the Spotify and everything like that. Everything's become like a pay monthly kind of arrangement. So when you add a few of those together, it does become rather expensive. I mean, even our live streaming software is a pay monthly arrangement, which isn't, it isn't very cheap, to be fair, but that one is now going to be in the hands of the Reds, still about 38 metres out from the line of the Blues. That's going to be Ryan Smith, driven to ground by Akira Ioane. Dave McDermott now goes to Paisami, pierces the gap and passes it. Salakai Loro goes to Paiangamusa on the outside, and he has been tackled on the 22-metre line. McDermott going to the right, into the hands of now Harry Wilson. They've got the advantage as well. McDermott fires it back. Stewart goes to Paisami, sells a bit of a dummy run hard at Faiani, and he is hard in that tackle. Now it is going to be McDermott. Offloads it now to Angus. Scott Young, they've still got the advantage as well. They're up to 8 phases. McDermott with the flat ball there to Harry Wilson, and no one's going to catch him. And that's going to be the try for Harry Wilson. And he has fired up. They are going to be checking it, but that could be the first try of this match, and it would be Harry Wilson who was able to score that one. And we have also got in there, bro, do you have any idea about New Zealand and England scoreline? Says Suresh. And for the, I assume that is the test match. And yeah, I saw that Devon Conway double century on debut is very impressive. And looks like he's going to have a bright future for the Black Caps test side. But then from here, for this backline, first of all, just a beautiful flat ball by Sami, offloads it to Harry Wilson. They're going to have a look to see whether or not it was too flat here. Paisami there. Was it forward? Or it might be forward. That would be unfortunate for the Reds because that was a great try. I used to play TAB, but I was a fullback then as well. Says A-Clip. And we have also got our fullback nice as well, says Honest Opinion. They are saying that they're happy with it, so it's going to be the first try of this match. And it is going to be Harry Wilson who was able to score it. I feel like that angle doesn't really show it. We need it from another angle. For it is going to be said that there's nothing conclusive. And it is going to be the try now for the Reds. Very nicely done, Harry Wilson. Already scored 2 in this Trans-Tasman competition. And 22 minutes in, and the Reds have got the lead in this match now. And I will quickly update my scoreboard as well so you guys know exactly who has scored the try. And at this stage, there is only one name on that list, and his name is Harry Wilson, and the Reds are leading in this match, and they're doing a very good job at that. I will quickly write down that the try scorer for the Reds was Harry Wilson. He looked dangerous in the last match, looked like he was due a try, and that's exactly what he's done there for Harry Wilson. Yay for the Reds, says Midnight Plays, go to the Reds. But I mean, I am a New Zealander and live in Wellington and want the Hurricanes to win. That is a good point. I feel like the Crusaders fans and also the Hurricanes fans are both hoping that the Blues lose this one because of the fact that it may be their best bet on making it to the final. That has taken almost, that's a big collision. And Bryce Hem in a big collision there with Filippo Dalgunu, I believe, and it has gone into touch. Little knock on against Bryce Hem. And because of it now, it is going to be the scrum feed for the Reds now. The pass was flatter than a chick with a leg-up chest as well. Says Mucha, it was pretty flat, to be fair, but they didn't find an angle that showed it. And we always got no. And from Marco Vitapolavia, over to Valu, says Joseph, and also who's the greatest rugby player of all time out of New Zealand. Says Honest Opinion. I know a lot of people, they put John Oloma up there. Richie McCaw's up there as well. Dan Carter. There's quite a list, and it's very hard to pick a favourite, that is for sure. And that is, normally I go for about, it's actually going to be a penalty to the Blues now. So that penalty has been reversed, or it was going to be a knock-on to the, going to be a knock-on advantage to the Blues. But in the end, they are saying that you can't attack a player in the air if you're not going for the ball. So that is what the penalty was for. And we have got Blues all the way. I'm a Highlanders fan, but I need the Reds to win as well. And we have got, I would like the Blues to win, but without the bonus points, so the Canes don't face the Crusaders as well, says Luke. So that could be the situation though. I feel like in this match, the Reds having that one for a start, like now the Blues need to score 4 unanswered tries. And it's going to be pretty tough for them to be able to do it. But Tui Pelotu takes that one now, and they are going to be driving here, the Blues. Going towards the touchline, but cutting back inwards, and it's going to be in the hands of Kurt Eklund at the back. This is going to be incredibly hard for the Reds to stop this one. It's still going here for the Blues. They're only a couple metres short, and it has been brought down there. Now they are only 5 metres out. It is going to be in the hands of, by the looks of it, TJ Faiani wants it. Yes, he does. He drops the head tackle by Wilson, though. And they are still that 5 metres out. It's going to be 5 back on 30 Black now. Little bit of a dummy. Gives it to Bryce Hem, who is taken down now. Christie, flat ball into the hands of Cowley to Iochi. Drumming backwards, ripped away, but they're going back for the penalty now. And I believe it will be for the rolling maul collapsing and the double blow of the whistle as well. It looks like there is a little bit of aggression from both sides here. Looking like they both want to get this one. Currently raining in Lundy, so play has been suspended. It says CH as well. So hopefully it doesn't rain for too long, although we do know with England, sometimes it can rain for a very long time. They're probably lucky that they got two good days for a start. I feel like a test match more and more commonly now has at least one day that is affected by rain, and that's going to be Paenga Mosa off the field with the yellow card for the Reds as well. So that is a big moment in this match, because we did see in the match between the Rebels and the Highlanders, when there was a yellow card to a number 2, 3 tries were scored by the opposite side. So that is exactly what the Blues will be hoping to do here. But they are only going to be about 5 metres out as well. Go Blues, says Albert. And also we have got, it's not a final yet. It can all change next week as well, says Luke Osborne. That is very true. If the Blues lose this match, even if they win this match, if they lose their next one and the Crusaders win their match, then all of a sudden the Crusaders will be right up there as well. That one has almost gone down from the Reds as well. And because of it now, it is going to be another penalty advantage. This could be a second man in the bin here for the Reds. Now it is going to be the case of Finley Christie going to Tui below 2, driving forward. The ball's been dropped and they're going back for the penalty now. Is it going to be the double blow of the whistle? No, it isn't. Going in underneath the maul there, collapsing it from Salakai Lotto, and now they are in trouble once again, but luckily he isn't in the bin. In this case, I currently live in London. Sadly, it will rain the whole day as well, says CH, so that is a big shame as well. But yeah, hopefully they do get a couple more days out of that game as well, because it was looking like it's going to be shaping up for a very good one. Not suspended, delayed as well, says Luke, and we have got Carlos was better than Mertz. Only thing Mertz had over him was tactical kicking and game management. And also Kristen Cullen is a legend. He is indeed. Smithy Tula. We have good players in every generation reigning. And we have also got in there, I want to cheer the Reds, but my father, that Blues team need to win. It's one of those. It's going to be an interesting situation here, because everyone either wants to see the Reds win or the Blues win in this situation. There's not really any in between, although I'm probably sitting in there in between. That one is taken by Tui below 2 now, and that one has gone down. And now it is going to be in the hands of, by the looks of it, Akira Ioane is going to be passing this off to Cowley Tuioti now, who is met by the wall of defence that is the Reds. They need to be careful with their discipline here, because the last thing they want is for a man to go to the bin. Now it's going to be in the hands of Eklund driving forward. Man who has scored many tries. Now it's going to be Tui below 2, getting closer and closer, dragged down by the props of the Reds. So now it's going to be Akira Ioane. He's going to be giving it to Carl Tuanuki-Afi, driving out at the line up to the fifth face now. Round the side, Dalton Pavali. He is wiggling his way down, and he has scored the try, Dalton Pavali. And because of it, the Blues are now right back into this match. And my voice is almost gone, but Dalton Pavali has been able to score it. Fun fact, Kristen Cullen is now a real estate agent in Para. I feel like I always Umu. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. But they are checking here. They're looking very closely at this ball to see whether or not maybe it was getting affected by one of the other players there. But now it was Finley Christie. Went into the hands of Carl Tuanuki-Afi. Then a little quick ball for Dalton Pavali, back from his injury, was able to score it. And I will also add another name to that list of try scorers. And that man's name is Dalton Pavali. And now the Blues, they have made the most of that situation, which was the yellow card of Paenga Mosa. I mentioned about the Rebels versus the Highlanders match, how it did cost 3 tries in that time. Maybe we're on to a similar situation here as well. We have got Zinzan Brook. Didn't play in 87 was Buck Shelford as well, says Maxi as well. So you guys are very knowledgeable, I have to say. You know a lot more than me. Like, to be fair, I just talk about the games, but you guys in the chat have some very good facts. Indeed, Dalton, way to go, boy, says Ringing. As mentioned before, this Reds versus Blues game should be a close one. And that's the thing. The Blues don't want it to be close. They want to be able to get as many tries as they can in this match, because they want that bonus point. They want a home crowd at Eden Park to be able to cheer them on in the final, and that could be against either, if you want your voice good, just puts a pack of ice on your neck. You will feel better tomorrow as well, says Benny Albert. So that is a little good tip as well, because that's the thing. I'm thinking about doing the Rainbow Cup South Africa game between the Stormers and the Bulls, but that kicks off at 5 a.m. New Zealand time, 7 hours from now. So it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. And we have got I'm back from Lucas, and I want the Blues to win. And at this stage, they have taken the lead, and they will be hoping that they can extend that while the 6 minutes of Paenga Mosa's card is still in play. But it is going to be the rolling maul for the Blues just outside of their 22 Finley Christie taking that one, gives it to Tuanga Fussy, who is having a big run there, making a few extra meters for his side. And now it is going to be Finley Christie looking like he is going to be firing up the box kick here. And he is indeed. That one has gone high. Mark Talia chasing this one hard. It's going to be a contest in the air, but taken beautifully. Hand on the touchline, though. And they have said that he was out, but Finley Christie was complaining for it being in touch. But now they've got the advantage here, the Blues. So I think they'll prefer this in this situation. Now it is going to be Finley Christie goes to Tuanga Fussy, San Sullivan. Bit of a cross kick attempt here for him. And it is going to sit up nicely for him. No, not quite able to take it. And it is going to be going back for the penalty now for the Blues on the halfway line. We have got, are you using StreamYards? I am indeed, Luke. And we have got, along with the back line, Craig Green, Sir John Kirwan, attacking fanatic, and John Gallagher as well, says Smithy Toilet. So, yeah, you guys have a lot of names. Like, I mean, out of those names, I feel bad, but I think I can only recognize Sir John Kirwan out of those ones. I feel like I haven't been watching for long enough to know some of those other ones. If not, you need to drink some tea. It should make really hot, or it should be really hot, and drink it every 3 hours to make it move faster as well, says Penny Albert. So, yeah, they were showing that ball wasn't touched. Oh, that one's almost taken there. Have they been able to keep it in? Not quite. What a kick that is for the Blues. And now it's going to be only about 7 meters out from the line. Vunivalu thought he was able to keep that ball in, but just not quite able to there. And now 30 minutes in. Visits to the 22 so far. The Blues have had 4, and they are going to keep on pouring on the pressure. Good try. Blues, keep it up, boys, as well, says Joseph. So I haven't actually seen that one yet, so maybe you are a little bit further ahead than me. But Eklund now with this line-out throw, only the 5 meters out from the line. He will be hoping that he can get this one right straight down the middle to Tui Pelotu. I would think they'll go to here. No, they decide to go to Cowley Tuioti instead at the back. And now it is going to be the drive for the Blues. Only a few meters out now, driving forward very quickly. Salakai Lotto moving through the middle, trying to get that ball. We're not quite able to. Now it's going to be offloaded into the hands of Tuanga Fussy, who's going to take it at the back. It looks like who wants it. Tuanga Fussy's got it. He is driving forward. They're only a couple meters short once again, the Blues. And they have got that ball now, and it's going to be the penalty. And the scrum is going to go to the Reds. Finley Christie not happy, but Lukan Salakai Lotto straight through the middle. And he wasn't able to shut that one down. Any ladies here, says a clip. Well, you only normally have Scrum Lass, which I think is the only female that does turn up for these live streams. Also, we've had Better Nadetta turns in every once in a while. I've realized now I kind of want to make the color of the banner a little bit more of the Reds color. That's not red. I want kind of a maroon. I feel like it's hard to get a maroon, though. That's a bit too much of a maroon, to be fair. We'll go about there. That looks all right. We'll go with that colour. We have also got now, it is going to be the scrum for the Reds, only 5 meters out from their own line. We've also got their driving boys all the way, Blues. As well says ringing, gender neutral, I don't identify as a man or a lady. I'm so offended you identify as a polar bear, don't you, Johnny Blaze? We have also got in there, man, I don't know who to cheer for. Feel bad if my father's team lose, but I want to win. Or I want to cheer the Reds to win. That Chiefs to go to the final as well. Up the Blues, says Hohepa. Welcome to the live stream, mate. At this stage, they have got the opportunity to try and pour on the pressure once again with, actually, Liam Wright's coming off the field now because of the Payanga Mosa penalty and the yellow card that he received. You should grow dreadlocks into a stream in a Jamaican accent. I feel like that would be highly offensive. To be fair, I would probably get cancelled if that is the case. Because you can do it. I turn my blue light on, blue light off because I don't like blues as well, says A-Clip. That is commitment as well. But now it is going to be Dalgunu, actually, in the scrum. Vunivalu is going to be packing on the near side. And now it is going to be McDermott goes back. The front rows have gone down here, but they have still got this ball here, the Reds. And it is going to be a nice little run from Isaac Henry now, trying to make a few extra meters. Dragged down by Christie, though. Now it is going to be fired back. It is going to be in the hands of Hamish Stewart. Sends it long down the middle of the field at halfway now. And it's going to be Mark Talia with the counter-attack for the Blues so far in this match. We've had 2 tries. I'm expecting we'll see one very soon as well. Now it's going to be Heem Straightens, but great tackle in by Ryan Smith just inside of the 40-meter line now for the Blues. Now it's going to be Cowley Tuioti, goes to Otiri Black. Talia with the wide ball, slings it out to Dalton Babali, goes to Big Tom Robertson on the outside, runs straight over the top of Vunivalu, close to the touchline, but just stays in the field of play. Now it is going to be Akira Ioane. He's played halfback quite a bit throughout this match as well. So far now it is going to be Christie. Cowley Tuioti takes that one on the 22. Around the side as Tui Pelotu driving forward the blue here. Up to the 5th phase now for the Blues now. Now it's going to be Akira Ioane with a bit of a step, but he has been dragged down there in the end by Hamish Stewart. Finlay Christie goes back to Duanga Fussy, trying to drive forward now. Salakai Lotto holding him up. The knee is down, so they have to release. Now it's going to be Finlay Christie. Goes back to Alteri Black Ioane now, trying to make a few extra meters. The defense from the Reds has been pretty solid so far, though. Big Tom Robinson going around the side of the ruck, only able to make a couple more meters for his side. Now it's going to be Mark Talia. The gap has opened up, and Mark Talia just runs it straight, and he has scored the try for the Blues. And now it is going to be Mark Talia who was able to score it, and he just ran straight up the middle. It looked a bit too simple for Mark Talia. I'm going to add his name to the list, but it was just a case of being outnumbered out the back, and it was in the end a try for Mark Talia, straight up the middle. Too many men on the outside for Greeley not to commit, and that is why it was the try as well. We have also got in the chat chair from Solomon, and also my favourite player is Rico Ioane. I watch you on my smart TV, so thank you very much as well, mate. Much appreciated. And Mark Talia there, getting the Blues just a little bit further ahead. And we have also got this South Pacific versus Europe as well, says gibberish. Not quite. I mean, there are a few players, the likes of Bryce Heem, of course, has come from England, and also we've got a few Pacific Island players scattered throughout there, but it's going to be an exciting contest for the rest of this match, that is for sure. I identify as J-Lo's toilet seat as well, says BG's. And also, Lowell, you can you hear the game from outside, because it's on Blues ground as well, says Penna Albert. And now it is kicked straight down the middle for Teddy Black. So that yellow card has costed them 2 tries here. Teddy Black and also, Mark Talia, and also it was Dalton Pabali who were able to score, but Payanga Mosa is going to be back on the field. How's your prediction, brother? I didn't actually end up coming up with one. That was to someone else earlier on. And also, it's funny when it's not a Chiefs game and the half of the screen is the Chiefs team as well. And we also got Try Time Boys from Rangy. My man says some, and you are cool. Thank you very much, mate. Try Time, go the Blues, says Naughty. And identify as Marco Vodapola, and also Jenny from the block as well. But now Will is not a happy man with the crying emoji, but that is taken by Mark Talia inside of the 22. And now they are going to be driving forward once again here. And the Blues have got this ball about 30 out from their own line. Finlay Christie passing it to Tuanga Fussy. And it is going to be Josh Nasser now off the field once again for Liam Wright. Coming back out there because of the fact that he is going to be back from the yellow card of Payanga Mosa. Finlay Christie kicking that one high. Once again, the box kicks haven't been working too well, though, because it's been taken once again by the man on the number 15 jersey with the silky skills with the step that he wasn't able to make too many meters. Now it's going to be Stewart, flat ball into the hands of Ryan Smith, now driving forward. Straight over the ball was Eklund, not able to claim that one. Now it's going to be Paisami, sells the dummy on the inside, held up, though, by Robinson, ripped away by Akiriwani, but luckily for him, it did go back with Stewart once again. Now Harry Wilson, bit of pressure on him, offload there, bit of pressure on, it was Henry as well. And the Blues trying to counteract, not able to. Little offload there to Ryan Smith, offloaded back, and now it's going to be in the hands of Bryce Heem. Goes on the outside to Finlay Christie, little kick in behind. Found a bit of space for the Blues, and that one is going to be taken there by the man on the number 15 jersey, and he is going to kick that one into touch to clear the lines, but it is going to be a good kick downfield from the man in the number 15 jersey, Greeley, on debut, and it is a big moment indeed. Great commentary from Naughty. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. If anyone is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 2,500 subscribers. So if you want to help us out, please do. Very much appreciated. And we are going to be back tomorrow for the matches between the, there's 2 matches. It's going to be, it's going to be, I've seen a comment that's kind of distracted me, but 46 tackles so far each side. And that's one thing. The Reds have got the lowest tackle percentage in the whole competition. The Blues have one of the best with 88.6. What was I going to say? The matches tomorrow, Highlanders versus the Waratahs, and also the Brumbies versus the Hurricanes. That's going to be in the hands now for the Reds. Hamish Stewart now driving up the middle. Bryce Heem off his wing, but he has made the tackle there. Vunivalu dropping that one a little bit. Goes to Hamish Stewart. Harry Wilson. I'm confusing those two a lot today. Now it is going to be McDermott. Goes back to Paisami. Into the hands of Liam Wright. Little offload almost found into the hands of McDermott now. Paisami fires the wide ball. Beautiful wide ball. Inside ball into the hands of Vunivalu now. Close to the touchline. He was very close, but he has been able to keep that ball. And Hamish Stewart now getting held up by Tui Peloto side of the 22. Now it is going to be the Reds once again. Their face play's been decent so far. Quick hands, but Ryan Smith there did jinx him big time. And it is going to be the knock on and the scrum feed now for the Blues. We have also got a whole heap of people in the chat, so I do appreciate you all being here. Gotta love how the Blues have played this year. Says John, they've been aggressive, But then they have, their back line is working very well for them. Heem out on the wing, 4 tries already in this competition. Mark Delia now on the other wing. AJ Lamb off the bench. Vaiani and Ioane making up the centres. It's going to be a very exciting season for them. Definitely if they can make it to the final. Go the Reds, says Honest Opinion. Hello from Charlie. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. The Reds are so unorganised, trying to play hot potato. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to make something out of just the little opportunities that they have been getting in this match so far. Quick hands haven't quite been working out for them. Kind of trying to tap the ball on. Has Vulavalo been playing well? He hasn't really had too much of an opportunity. He played a bit in the scrum, big dog. But other than that, I think maybe he's only had about maybe 2 touches so far. And I don't think he's actually been able to have a decent run. So hopefully we do get to see a little bit more of him. Of course, he is sitting on 4 tries as well. Also 6 clean breaks and a total of the last match, 82 metres carried. So good from him. I'm a Highlanders fan, says Charlie, but he's going for the Blues in this one as well. The Blues are the best at struggling. Oh, no. In Auckland, there we go. It's got Hurricanes beat Blues in the final 19-12 as well. Says A-Club and go the Suva, Fiji and Reds as well, said Batman. And at this stage, we are only a minute away from the second half, from half time. And at this stage, 3 tries in this match. I think a lot of people were expecting this match to be a little bit closer going into halftime. So I feel like the Reds need to be the next side to score, but they are going to have to do so in the next minute. We know that Finlay Christie, anytime it reaches halftime, he will kick that ball into touch. So this is probably the last opportunity for the Blues to be able to get something going before we head into the sheds for halftime. They are currently 25 metres out from their own line. I'll tell you, Black there. He is probably planning the next move here. Maybe a Kiriwani off the back might be a decent option, trying to make a few extra metres there as well. But Finlay Christie putting that ball in. A penalty here for the Blues. They would absolutely love that, but that's a great push from the Reds. It's going to be a Kiriwani off the back now. He's got men on the outside, just runs over the top of Tate McDermott. And now they are up to the 40-metre line. Otiri Black plays halfback, goes to Tuanga Fussy. He's dropped the ball now. And because of it now, it's going to be another opportunity for the Reds before we head to halftime. Daniela Tupou running out at Faiani, who hasn't been able to drag him down. But Kali Tuioti does, almost stolen by Carl Tuanuki Afi there. Now it's going to be inside ball from Hamish Stewart to Liam Wright. They are currently 40 out, the Reds, and they need a try before the end of this first half if they want a chance here. It was a good tackle from Akiri Ioane. He almost, it's going to be a penalty. You can't just lie there, mate. He has given away the penalty. He's going how? It means that Kiriwani is going to be penalised here. And now it is going to be an opportunity for them to possibly either decide to take on 3 points here, or they could possibly go for the corner. They're taking on the 3, and that will put them only 3 points behind going into half-time. But Kiriwani so far given away 2 or 3 penalties, dropping the ball a couple times as well. Bring Hoskins on. Says Smithy Toilet, I feel like he won't be too far away because of the penalties that he has been given away. He was just lying there. But they were saying that there wasn't a lot he could do there. Surely Vunivalu scores. I hope so. He was a dangerous player in the last match up against the Chiefs. And I feel like if he gets another chance in this one, it will be well and truly, very nice one indeed. But at this stage, we are just going to wait and see whether or not Isaac Henry can convert this one. No James O'Connor tonight. Put it in common man as well, says a clip. And we have also got the cold potato as what you eat in Munster province. Back to that again. But Isaac Henry from about 40 metres out now. We'll be lining this one up, and he will be hoping that he can do something decent with that. Oh, it's hooked away though. And that is the last thing you want. You want to make sure that those are going over, or else you are in big trouble there. But nonetheless, we are heading almost, yes, we are at halftime now. And it is going to be the case of 17 to the Blues and 7 to the Reds. Henry's a mud kicker as well. It's Bryce Hemon. He is indeed. And he has had a couple good opportunities so far in this one, but not quite able to get over the line yet. But I feel like maybe it won't be too far away, although they have got the man on the bench, AJ Lamb. So perhaps he is going to be in there. Good odds for my 5-leg multi. I got 2 more left. Probably he did score a try, and the Blues to win by 1 to 20 points for $6, and Penrith Panthers to win by 8 points, says Machu. Tell you what, you seem to be pretty good at your gambling as well. It is fair to say. Bring on Hoskins, says Rangy. I feel like chips. That's out of nowhere, but yeah. You know when you just feel like chips? I feel like that's my moment at the moment, how I just think, I like chips, and I have some in the cupboard, so maybe I'll have some of them a little bit later on. Yeah, nonetheless, at the moment, we are waiting for the second half to get back underway. I'm almost joking. Bring on my boy AJ Lamb as well. Says Naughty, a man who has been able to score a few tries throughout the season as well. Harry Wilson had a very good try for the Reds in that first try of the match, and then Dalton Pabali and also Mark Tilley. I've thrown my pen again. I do that too often, unfortunately. Yeah, nonetheless, we are waiting for the second half to get underway. Should be an exciting one as well. And I am looking forward to it. I'm going to go down and get my pen. There we go. AJ Lamb looks like Benjamin Lamb as well. How's Tonga Thor going, Seth James? He's had the ball a couple times, but overall, he's almost been a little bit quiet. These two scrums are very solid. And I feel like that's one of those ones that Taniela Tupou, if there's a weakness in that opposition in the scrum, he can well and truly get a lot of penalties for his side. But yeah, at this stage, unfortunately, just not quite getting the rub of the green. Both of them are kind of at this stage, both sides just haven't quite been able to get anything other than a couple tries, of course. We've had a few tries. I'm not complaining in that regard, but they haven't really been able to find that smooth play that we saw from the Reds in the last matchup against the Chiefs and the Blues. I mean, the match against the Brumbies, they had some good moments, but also the handling errors were creeping in, and that is what's happened in this match as well for them. Harry Wrong, no one like the name Harry now as well, says a clip. And are you a uni student or do you have a full-time job? Says Georgia. I'm actually in the middle at the moment. I did kind of a gap year, and in that regard, I'm kind of in that situation of, at this stage, in a way, YouTube is the full-time what we do, except nowhere near kind of pays, I guess you could say. So we're kind of in that middle stage of also looking for a job, but also just doing a lot of these videos and live streams for you guys. And who knows, maybe it could lead to a future opportunity. We'll just have to wait and see. And we've also got there ready salted or hot chips, Kiwi lads, says Machu. And now that you said that, I might try both. I think I have actually got a bag of ready salted chips in the cupboard. And also, I normally have hot chips before my live streams, but I didn't have any before this one. So maybe I will do that as well. Will you do most of the Lions tour? Says Batman. I am planning on doing every single game. It's going to be some rough nights, that is for sure. 3 a.m. starts, 6 or 5 a.m. starts as well, I think. Or maybe 4 a.m. But yeah, hopefully it will be worth it. And hopefully you guys stick around for those ones as well. And we have what's got in there. It's working in. Comment says Aklov and Ahiri and his missus, a crybaby millionaire Buller ones. Again, bro, nice to hear from you again, says Sitivini. Welcome back to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do let me know who you guys think is going to score the first try of the second half. And at this stage, we had 3 tries so far. The try for it was Harry Wilson scoring the first one, then Mark Talia, and also there was a try for Dalton Pabali. It's got hot chips, God's gift to earth as well. Yeah, they are very good. And we have got Let's Go Blues from Troy. So at this stage, it's going to be interesting. Who is going to be able to get that breakthrough moment in the second half? Because at this stage, I feel like it's only going to take one moment to bust the game open. That moment could have been that kick for Isaac Henry, getting them back only 7 points behind, but unfortunately ended up missing that one. And yeah, you wouldn't want to see that that is what costs them. But yeah, nonetheless, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Are on the road to 2,500 subscribers at the moment. So if you want to help us out, please do. It's very much appreciated. And we are going to be back tomorrow with 2 more live streams, and also maybe back at 5 a.m. New Zealand time for a game between the Stormers and the Bulls. I'm still trying to decide whether or not to sleep before that game or not. I can't wait to see the Blues next year with Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Bowden Barrett on the same team, says Kyle. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? That's going to be one of those matches. It's either going to be a positive and a positive make a bigger positive, or a positive and a positive could end up making a negative. But I feel like those two together, like the running of Tuivasa-Sheck alongside the vision of Bowden Barrett, that's a dangerous pairing. And everyone is going to have to watch out for the Blues if that is the case. And maybe they will be defending champs at this stage. Faiani for me, says Clayton, and Blues hooker has been playing well. Kurt Eklund, he has indeed. They have got Sione Vakina on the bench, but I feel like Eklund will get up to maybe around that 60 minutes just because he seems to be one of those players that in the rolling maul, he's got a very good line-out throw so far for the Blues, and they will be hoping to use him in the second half because that's the thing. They've taken the 3 points early on, the Blues, but from here, I think they've got to build. They want to work towards that bonus point. I'll show the table once again for those of you who haven't seen it yet. At this stage, the Crusaders are in first. They've played the extra game, though, but the Blues, if they can get a bonus point here over the Reds, put them up to 20 points, 2 points clear of the Crusaders, then probably their biggest threat will be the Hurricanes for the next one, because that's the thing. If they can get enough points here, they can almost secure a home final depending on the match between the Hurricanes and the Brumbies as well. We have got Marco. That's exactly what I'm not anymore. I'm worse than that. I'm a werewolf as well, says A-Clip. And also we have got, and there being a tradie mate requires or requirements are lazy thief, alcoholic, and a mullet as well. And we have got, I hope the Reds close the gap for an interesting contest in the second half, says MH Troy. And I feel like a lot of people off the back of their win against the Chiefs, they want to see them be able to possibly, definitely Australian supporters. They will be hoping that the Reds can shut down the opportunity, because if they win against the Blues here, that's the Blues. They'll still almost be in the final, but it will be a little bit closer, and they'll be behind the Crusaders. Then you've got the Hurricanes. If the Hurricanes lose to the Brumbies, that's almost them out. So the Australian supporters will be going for these Australian sides, and also Crusaders and Chiefs supporters, I believe it is, will be going for the Reds to win this match as well. And Marco, that's exactly why I'm not. Oh no, I read that one. And we've also got perks include a filthy work ute/van, flirting with clients' wives, and stealing our tradie expensive tools as well. And Fayani is Solomon or Samoan language week as well. Says Marco Vodopolo, will you do the Football World Cup? Says Batman. I'm not sure. I feel like I'd like to, but I don't know whether I followed it close enough to be able to have like enough knowledge kind of thing, because I'd love to do State of Origin. I'd love to do that match, but I haven't actually been following enough NRL this year to probably know any or more than a few of the players. So it will be one of those interesting situations. I'm thinking about doing the Cricket World Cup, but once again, I'd still have to do a lot more research on that. When is the Football World Cup, Batman? Do let me know. Is it the end of the year, or is it coming up very soon? I know the Olympics is supposed to be happening in only a couple months' time, but whether or not that happens, we will have to wait and see. But yeah, nonetheless, I am going to quickly as well, I'm going to show some pre-match head-to-head stats between these two sides, and some of these stats are actually pretty close between the Reds and the Blues. The likes of the tries scored so far, this is before this match took place, in 3 matches, and I am also going to be showing the benches while we are at it. We've got plenty going on at the moment. The Blues have got the likes of Hoskins to Tutu. They may not be too far away from bringing him on, purely because, unfortunately, for Akira Ioane just hasn't really had the best game so far. And maybe Hoskins to Tutu off the back of the scrum could be a dangerous individual. Then you got AJ Lamb, try scoring machine since coming into the Blues starting lineup in reserves. He'll be hoping to have a big performance here as well. Nepo Lala also will be up against Fortuaka when he comes on. Then you've also got, for the Reds, Hamish Stewart is already out there because of the injury of James O'Connor. And you've also got Joshua Fluke, who is replacing the man in the number 22 jersey. And also you got Eliza Andrasisi, and he is a very dangerous individual with balls in hand as well. Ball in hand, I should mention, not the two of them. And carry meters at the moment very close between these two sides. Possession goes to the Reds by 53%, and then also territory to the Blues for 57%. So we'll just have to wait and see how it is going to go. Jacob Pearce as well will get a good opportunity later on in this match, possibly replacing Kauli Tuioti or Tui Pelotu. We have also got a super sticker from James as well. Unfortunately, it comes up as super sticker, which is interesting, but we have got to keep it up, is what it does say. And we do thank you very much for that, James. James Goodger. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Do let me know if I have got that one wrong. But yeah, thank you very much for that super sticker donation. It's hugely appreciated. Oh yeah, let's go. This year in New Zealand Female Soccer World Cup. Oh no, we got Marco Vodopolo and bring Lalala on as well from Smithy Toilet. I feel like the hashtag bring Hoskins on was going around before as well. I'm thinking about trading my old job so I can flirt with the fair finnies. I'm not too sure what that is for Acklet. And also James has put the thumbs up. So yeah, thank you very much for that donation, mate. Hugely appreciated. And we've had a lot of donations today. So thank you guys very much. And yeah, like I mentioned all the time, it goes straight back into the channel. And yeah, we'll go towards improving certain aspects of the live stream. Maybe, I know that we record or we live stream in 720p in terms of the quality at the moment. And I'm thinking of upgrading the plan into the HD. The HD plan. But I think, I might use some of these donations towards doing that so that you guys get to see a clearer quality picture for these live streams as well. We'll use some of my autograph. Bruce Wayne, my nephew's a huge fan as well. Says Billy Toilet. And we have also got there, they need to bring back the Tradies Spice Show, where dodgy tradies would come to your house and sniff your knickers. They did actually have that for a while, wasn't it? It was like they went undercover or had hidden cameras to try and catch out the people who weren't quite doing what they should be. And we have got Daniel in the chat. Applegate has said hi. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. At this stage, we are only moments away from the second half getting underway between these two sides, and it should be a very exciting contest indeed. The Reds are looking fired up here. They know what they need to do. Paianga Mosa, he'll be disappointed with giving away that yellow card. Led to 2 tries for the Blues. The try of Mark Talia and also Dalton Pavali. But now we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. And also, while I am in it, I'm showing you the pre-match head-to-head. We look at the last match. These are very similar stats in some regards. The Reds with the 5 tries, the Blues with the 5 tries. The clean breaks well and truly went to the Reds there. Also, actually, I feel like the first stat is the only one that is actually quite close, other than, of course, defenders beat them 30 apiece in their last 2 matches. The Reds playing the Chiefs winning 40-34, and the Blues playing it was not the Reds. I wrote down the Reds, but it was the Brumbies, and they were able to win very nicely. But the Blues only having to make 91 tackles in that last match, not many at all. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see how it goes in the second half and who is going to have the endurance. It's a hot night, 17 degrees at the moment. So sick. That was horrendous behaviour. It makes me feel normal as well, says a clip. But yeah, at this stage, we had a prediction of Faiani to be the first try scorer in the second half. Who else do we think will be close? I feel like Bryce Heem's been playing pretty well. So is he going to be able to score it, or are they going to leave Mark Talia out there because he scored a try earlier on and take Bryce Heem off for AJ Lamb at some stage as well? I don't know who that is, sorry, as well, says Batman as well. And we have also got in the chat, we've got a whole heap of people, and I do appreciate you all being here. It makes these live streams a lot more fun when I do have you guys alongside me. And now I keep on thinking about chips. They're showing ads for food, and now I just want chips. So maybe I will end up cooking up some after this live stream. But then after this one, we might be doing a live stream at 5 a.m. It's going to be a late night one, that is for sure. But hopefully the brain will still be processing at that time of the night. And we can only hope. Who's playing after, says Daniel. In this one, this is the last game of Saturday night. But it is going to be the match in the Rainbow Cup South Africa at 5 a.m., which is going to be the match between the Stormers and the Bulls. But then the games tomorrow are going to be between the Highlanders and the Waratahs, and also the Brumbies and the Hurricanes. Those are two of the matches, and yeah, they're going to be exciting ones. And that could be interesting to see what is going to happen from there in terms of the table, because at the moment, the Blues are sitting in second and the Hurricanes are sitting in third. And we have also got Stephen Petafeta playing. He is not. It is Zahn Sullivan in that number 15 jersey, and also AJ Lamb on the bench with Harry Plummer as well as an option there. Kit Kennedy has said, I fail to understand why Scott Robertson would rest his two key players, Moanga and a Whitelock, for that crucial match. Also resting Sever Reece to add a name to that list. And I feel like maybe they underestimated the Force a little bit, because, I mean, the Western Force, they're one of those sides that they can keep right in the competition, or quite right in the contest, right up until the final moments. And it's one of those ones, will that little decision of not playing them cost them in the final, because they may not be able to get there? They need the Hurricanes or the Blues to lose a match to be able to finish above them. So they will be hoping the Brumbies or the Reds here in the second half can pull off the ultimate upset. We've also got who's going for the Rugby World Cup this year? Rugby League World Cup this year, says Batman. Whereabouts is it being hosted? Is it New Zealand and Australia? I feel like my rugby league knowledge, like I mentioned earlier, has gone out the window. I used to be watching every single game, but now I can't remember anything. To be fair, it's all been rugby. That sounds like a traditional meal as well. Eat watercress potato soup as well, says a clip. But at the moment, the Blues coming back out onto the field. I'm looking for changes, and I'm not really seeing too many at this stage. Akira Ioane, he didn't have the best first half, but I assume he won't be too far off. Maybe getting Hoskins Satutu out there, because he is a dangerous player as well when he does get the ball in hand. But at this stage, the Reds, they just want to make sure that they can make the most of it, because of the fact they missed that kick for Isaac Henry. Unfortunately, at the end of the first half, Wales will go far in the Rugby League World Cup as well, says Marco Votapolbea. All Blacks rules for resting complied as well, says Clayton. And no, I can't remember watching League as well, says MH Choi. And also Tonga will win the Rugby League World Cup this year, guys, as well, says Batman. Go the Reds, says Midnight Start this weekend as well, says Clayton. You reckon Blues will choke, says George. It's an interesting one. Like, I know a lot of people said that they had a pretty good performance up against the Brumbies, but me and George, we watched that one as the live stream, and there were still those moments that didn't quite work out for them. Handling errors was one of those, and penalties conceded. Can we see the match, says Daniel Apicay. Unfortunately, due to licensing, if I was to even show a split second of footage, the stream gets taken down, and we end up getting banned from live stream for 3 months. So unfortunately, the best I can do is just talk you guys through what is happening. But that is a return kick from Zahn Sullivan off kickoff, and now it is going to be in touch just inside of the 10-metre line of the Blues, and it is going to be Paianga Mosu, who has got this line out throw now. What is he going to be able to do with this one? That's the question. Gone to the front, but it's stolen there by Akira Ioane, who was able to get that one, I believe. No, it was Tui Pelotu, they have said, who was able to steal it. Very nicely done from him. No, it was Akira Ioane, or was it Tui Pelotu? I'm not too sure. I'm getting confused between those two. They've both got blue hair. Makes it very hard to track now. It's going to be up high. Taken nicely by Filippo Dalgunu. He is tackled by Rico Ioane, who is dragged down there now. It is going to be inside of the half. Oh, now it's been dropped by Salakai Lotto, though. And now it's back in the hands of the Blues. Zahn Sullivan kicking it in behind, seeing a bit of space. And it has gone into touch. And now it's going to be the line out inside of the 22 of the Reds. Moles as well says he makes sure without rucks. And Moles, it is rugby as well says he makes sure Troy, poor league. I guess a little bit. It's pretty similar to the rugby rules, except for the fact that they have phases where you kind of, if you do 6 phases, then you got to give the ball up. Whereas in rugby, you can go for 50 phases if you want. But yeah, there are different rule sets, but they are both very enjoyable to watch. And Tom Robinson now is going to be driving towards the line. He is an enjoyable player to watch when he does get going. Now it is going to be in the hands of Cowley Tuioti driving forward. That's a good drive as well, 10 metres out. It looks like Finley Christie going back to Dalton Pavali, already scoring once in this match. Finley Christie flat ball into the hands of Robinson, who has been running hard at the line all day. And now it is going to be once again one of the forwards. It's going to be Eklund now, up to the 5th phase now for the Blues as well. They opened a score at the start of the second half. Terry Black decides to hold it himself almost. Ends up giving the ball away, but they have still got this one. Christie now goes into the hands of Carl Tuanuki-Afi, getting driven backwards. And at this stage, the Blues, the defence is important to the Reds. They got to make sure they don't give away any penalties. They already had a yellow card in the first half for the repeated infringements just outside of their own line. Now it's going to be Christie goes back, and we'll read the chat in a very short moment as well. Robinson dragged down once again. Now it is going to be Finley Christie goes to Terry Black now. Quick back line. It's going to be DJ Faiani, not quite able to link up with Mark Talia there. He was tackled by Stewart. Going to Tuanuki-Afi once again. They have had 11 phases so far, and they've got the advantage. That's not what they want. Now it's going to be Finley Christie, short ball into the hands of Mark Talia. And they can keep on driving forward. Kiriwani now is going to be driving for the line, but he is held up there by Tate McDermott and driven down to the ground. Now it's going to be Christie once again. Eklund, they've got another advantage here. Someone could be going to the bin for the Reds. And I will read the chat in a very short moment. But at this stage, we just haven't seen any stoppage in play. Oh, Terry Black lined up. Mark Dalia driving for the line. He's going to be held up there. What a tackle that was to stop him from getting over the line. It's going to be in the hands of Tui Pelotu. And he got it down. And it's going to be the try for Patrick Tui Pelotu. And they came out swinging there, the Blues. They just kept on hounding them with pressure. What time do it finish? It finishes in about 40 minutes time or so. It will be. Nonetheless, I will add him to the list. Patrick Tui Pelotu. I was running out of breath there. They just weren't stopping. It was just flat out from both sides here. But 2 lineouts lost in a row for the Reds. They are saying then Terry Black nailed in the tackle by Dalgunu. Then a good fend from Mark Talia. Held up beautifully there to be able to stop him from getting over the line. But then from there, Finley Christie. Tui Pelotu only a metre short. And he's going to be able to get over there, Patrick Tui Pelotu. They are saying it was 19 phases for the Blues back-to-back. We thought that we saw quite a few in the Western Force versus Crusaders game, but that one was just as impressive. Right, we've got a Hoipa chat. I usually knock off at 420 as well from Marco Vodabolabia, Queenslander says Wang. And also we have got, and there's Zahn Sullivan isn't as good as the GOAT fullback, Elliot Daly. As well, Blues all the way from ring. We have got in there, good, please, Reds, find some space and score, please. And also, Daly want to make the All Black squad, bro. And also, pinpoint accuracy as a touch finder, what time? And also, yes, come on, Blues. From Naughty, the chat is going very quick at the moment. We have got Awesome Blues some more as well. And at this stage, if they can score one more try, that gives them that bonus point that I always speak of. And that's exactly what they will be wanting here, the Blues. But Tui Pelotu, he somehow managed to hang on to that ball. Extremely well done, gets the ball down. And scores the try, the third try, of the match for the Blues as well. And we have also got in there, from a clip. And also you're buying that armchair, Cuzzy, as well. Says Millie Joy, I feel like I should get an armchair. Oh, it's been dropped once again by the Blues. And now it's an opportunity for the Reds just outside of the 22. Now it is going to be in the hands of McDermott. Goes back to Paisami. Stewart looking for a bit of space, taking the line on there. But he has been tackled. Now it's going to be McDermott. Paisami Wilson, the try scorer for the Reds. How much he'd love to be able to get over the line. Once again, McDermott sells a bit of a dummy, tries to go himself. Nebalulala is out on the field. I was shouting that one, but now it's going to be Filippo Dalgunu loses his footing. And somehow they have been able to stop him. Harry Wilson now is driving forward once again. And the Reds haven't finished attacking in this match yet. It's going to be Payanga Mosif. They've got the penalty advantage now as well. And now it's going to be held up by Dalton Pabali, but he got to the ground. Now it is going to be around the side. Payanga Mosif goes again. Now it's Angus Scott Young. They are only 1 or 2 metres short here now. The Reds, Salakailoto around the side, tackled in the end by Alex Hodgman. Another penalty advantage for offside. And now it is going to be in the hands of Liam Wright, getting very close to Ipelotu, straight over the ball, not able to get it. Who is going to be claiming this one for the Reds? They are literally inches from the line now. It's going to be a great tackle there from, it was Akira Ioane. And now it is going to be up to the 10th phase. Harry Wilson has given it back to Tate McDermott. They're going to fire it out the back line. Paisami one-on-one with Rico Ioane. Offload to Isaac Henry now with the step. And he has been held up there by Akira Ioane once again. And they're going back now for the penalty. Tom Robinson well and truly getting rid of that ball there, almost smacking the ref with it. But now it is going to be the penalty against the Blues. Repeated infringements down this end. They're going to have to be careful not to go to the bin as well after the first State of Origin game. Queensland will be the call. Call the Moan Rooms up the Blues tonight. The New South Wales Blues next week as well. We have got Let's Go Blues from Manav. And we have got England have Daily Me and my bro. And Ben Young's the best player ever. And we have got Blues suck from midnight. At the moment, they're not looking too bad, though. They have been able to keep the Reds only with the one try, but that could change very soon because they're going for the scrum. So off the back, maybe Harry Wilson will have a crack. Tell you what, Tom Robinson almost cleaning up the referee there with that kick. But that, sorry, bro, ain't Samoan as well. And we have got Lowell, the ref. Yeah, he was a little bit nervous at that stage. Lex Axel, sorry. And Blues on bonus point advantage. Bring it on. As well, says Clan. Yeah, at this stage, they need one more. And then they will have that winning bonus point for 3 tries or more ahead. Not enough creative red or creatine reds as well. Says A-Clip. And also, you're a Sullivan. And we have got Go Reds. Satyrs for the final. Says Marino. And also Queensland all the way up the Blues, says Rangy. Wait, Queensland all the way up the Blues. Isn't that both sides? Queensland all the way up. Maybe a little bit of 50-50 there. But now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Reds. Only 5 metres out. The scrum needs to be good. It is going to be Daniela Tupou on that side that they are going to be trying to go off the back now. Harry Wilson driving forward. And they are still only a couple metres short. Almost stolen by Papali. Now it's going to be Ryan Smith throwing backwards, awkwardly falling. Unfortunately for him, hopefully his legs are all right. They were heavily strapped earlier on. Salakailoto offloads into Fortuaka. Only a metre short now. It's popped out the side. Paianga Musa dives on it. And it's going to be a try. Or is it they're going to be checking to see if it was a knock-on? Phoenix 3-0 against MacArthur second half. That is good news as well to see if they can keep their finals hopes alive. What do they have to do to make it to the final? Well, we'll ask that question. Do they still have a chance? But now maybe Paianga Musa was able to score this one. I will quickly update my scoreboard as well. And it was the man in the number 2 jersey. He was yellow carded earlier on in the match. While they are checking to see if it is a knock-on, I'm going to write the name in because of the fact that it does take a little while to do so. They're saying that it's probably going to be a knock-on here. It's whether or not it touched a Blues player's hand. I don't think it did. I think this is going to be a no try here. Ryan Smith, number 4 for the Reds, I believe, has got a little bit of a hand on that one. Yeah, unfortunately for him, I think that's going to be no try, and that's going to be a big shame for the Reds, unfortunately. And like we said in the last match, a lot of no tries in that one, and a lot of no tries could be on the cards for this one as well. We have Scott in there, has the he's a Blues man tonight, and he'll change colours for the Origin as well. Says Machu, I see Queensland all the way. I understand that one now, and we have also got in there, we have got colour changing Chameleon as well. Wait, what? What? Oh, okay. Interesting. Right. It is a try for the Reds. So pretty much what they have said there is the ball originally went backwards off the hand. So because of it, it means that it's not a knock-on because it bounces forwards. So they are saying because it's rolled forwards, it means that it is going to be the try, and Paianga Musa scores it. So they are right back in this match now. That's going to be an interesting one for the media next time. But nonetheless, we will have to wait and see what effect that has on the game, and the Blues need more tries now to be able to get that bonus point. We have Scott Reds getting 2 jotty tries as well, says Smithy Toilet, and they've awarded it as well. And we have also got their forward, says Smithy Toilet, and we have got Phoenix last game tonight. Missed a penalty kick for the win last week. They would have made it. So they miss out by 1, unfortunately, there. But that one has gone over, and now it's only a 10-point ball game between these two sides. Pop forward, but then in the end, went back, then went forward. And because of that, it's not a knock-on, is what they have called that went a metre forward. Yeah, it's interesting because of the fact I don't even think the Reds expected that one to be awarded a try. Geez, the team I was looking the Reds as well, says Smithy Toilet. It's going to be interesting. I'll tell you what, though, that one has gone backwards now, and the Blues are straight on the counter-attack once again. And if they've been able to get that one, not quite, it is in the hands of the Reds, just inside of their 22 now. So far, 5 tries, in this match. Paenga Mosa and also Harry Wilson scoring for the Reds. And then for the Blues, it has been Mark Talia, also Dudson Pabali, and Patrick Tuipolotu. The ball claimed there by Teddy Black just outside of their own 22 here, the Blues. And Zan Sullivan, he's got a very good kick. He's done a little chip in behind, though, a little bit of a different tactic. It's still bouncing, and it's found the hands of Vunivalu. Now it is going to be in the hands of Paisami. Now it's going to be Dalgunu straightening with the rumba. He has been tackled there. Bit of a counter up from Alex Hodgman. Not quite able to get that one, though. Now it's going to be Paisami with the flat ball into the hands of Liam Wright, getting driven towards the touchline by Tom Robinson. 40 out from their own line here, the Reds. Now it's going to be Paisami. Bounce pass there. Taken nicely, though, by Futuaka. Now it is going to be McDermott. Paisami puts it on the boot. Tries to find a bit of open space, but gone straight into the hands of Teddy Black. He is going to be returning fire. Going for a bit of territory straight into the hands, though, of the man in the number 15 jersey. I believe that is. Yes, it is. He is stepping around a little bit there. And it is Greeley for this one. Hegarty is not playing. And also O'Connor not playing for the Reds either. Now it's going to be Fluke into the hands. Danny Alatupo knocking the ball on. And now the Blues have got a chance to counter-attack. It's going to be Finlay Christie. Back to Faiani. Mark D'Elia now got the man on the inside, goes himself though. And Mark D'Elia still driving forward. He has got good leg strength there, being picked up and dumped there. In the end, Finlay Christie tries to go short side, decides to go against it. Now it is going to be in the hands of Rico Ioane. Goes to his brother Akira, who is going to be firing it out into the hands of him with a little grubber in mind, looking for a bit of space. It's an awkward bouncing one as well. And it has been taken there. And it is going to be the 22 dropout now. Oh, no, goal line dropout, isn't it? We are red. Says, well, the ref's even wearing a Reds. Mankini under his shorts as well. Oh, yeah, I've got nice catch to but not as well, says AJ Cook. Blues won't win now, you'll see as well, says A-Clip. And it's one of those ones that maybe we are in for a very close finish here. One of those tries, it's a big moment in the game. But the big question is now, how long until the Blues go to the likes of Hoskins Satutu off the bench? I've also got Jacob Pearce there, a youngster he will be hoping to be able to have an impact later in this match, but it is going to be now Isaac Henry who is going to be doing the drop kick from out in front. It's going to be nicely controlled, beautifully controlled there by it was Akira Ioane, and if he was somehow able to score this try, that would be impressive, but they are just inside of the 22 now. He did a beautiful touch off the boot to be able to control that one with the low kick, low drop kick. That's going to be Alex Hodgman now driving forward for the Blues once again. Now it is going to be in the hands of Cowley Tuioti, driving by himself once again. Christie now going to Faiani, dropping the head, but tackled by Paisami. 15 out at the moment. It's going to be in the hands of Nepo Lulala, taking it nicely. Not the best pass from Christie, but claimed very nicely by Nepo Lulala, who is now out on the field as well. Now it's going to be Cowley Tuioti driving forward. 5 out now are the Blues. Now it is going to be Akira Ioane once again driving forward, making a couple extra meters for his side. Finlay Christie goes to Alex Hodgman. He's been running hard with the ball since coming on the field, replacing the man in the number 1 jersey, Tuanuki Afi. Now it is going to be in the hands of Robinson. Quick hands to Tui Pelotu, already able to score 1 meter short now. And it looks like Akira Ioane is looking for this one. And he looks like he is about to go around the side. Who is he going to go to? That's the question. Is he going to pass it? No, he's going to go himself here, Akira Ioane. And he has somehow been stopped just a meter short. They've got the advantage now, though. Now it's going to be Finlay Christie going into the hands of Cowley Tuioti. Drops the head a meter short once again. It's going to be Finlay Christie. And he scores the try for the Blues round the side of the ruck. And he does put up the shark fin for the Tasman Marcos. Of course, his Mitre 10 Cup side is provincial side. And now I am going to be adding that in once again. Finlay Christie being able to score the try. He scored a try last week. Very impressive from him. And now he has scored once again for the Blues. We have got, I think the Canes will not go to the finals because they are playing with Reds next week as well, says Penny Albert. And Blues Bale. Blues will win next weekend or next Wednesday as well for State of Origin. And also we have got Blues cheat. Lots catch them red-handed often as well, says A-Clip. And also we have got from Samoa. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. And try time, says Smithy Toilet. And also tick, 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 boom. Stop him as well, says A-Clip. And that is another Tasman player who has been able to score a try. And so far, Mark Talia, Patrick Tuipulotu is not a Tasman player, of course, but then also, Finley Christie now scoring in the 54th minute. So very impressive from him as well. Try time, yes, Blues, as well from Naughty and Marco Villapola, Solidus, Uwinu. So you're the man, brother. I hate to be opposite. My opinion, second five was best as well, says Troy and Christie. Way to go, boy, from Rangi. Now it is going to be the kick for Otiri Black. So now they are in the predicament. Once again, the bonus point is on the cards for the Blues. They need to make sure that they score one more try, and they will be getting that bonus point. Can you please wear your Chiefs shirt on Sunday for the Chiefs team, please? Says Benny Albert. I will indeed. I actually only wore it for half the game in the last one. I feel like that is actually what kind of cost them there. But they are showing Leon McDonald. He is a happy man. Or he doesn't really look happy, but I'm sure he's happy on the inside. But Fortuaika now getting taken off the field, and Akira Ioane now is off the field, and that is going to be replaced by Hoskins Satutu, who is going to get a total of 25 minutes now to try and have an impact in this game. See if he can get himself a try. Do you know how to watch the cricket? It says Midnight Plays. I normally watch it on Spark Sport here in New Zealand, so that is my go-to. But other than that, I'm not actually sure what other ways you can watch it other than those ones. Definitely not in New Zealand. I think that is the only one for Spark Sport. Now it is also Moses Sarovi on the field now. Now it is going to be Hunter Paisami selling a bit of a dummy, running out at the line. Also Angus Blythe on the field. That is for Ryan Smith. That's going to be a penalty against Nepo Lalala. Just picks it up and goes around the side of the ruck. Luckily, the Reds can see the funny side of it. He just had a little bit of a brain fade there. Try time, yes, Blues as well in the chat earlier on. And we have got social distance as well from Wang, and Reds are done. Says Will, I'm an NZ. Says Midnight Plays. Yeah, Spark Sport, I think, is your best option in that regard. I'm a New Zealand bro, and I'm the Spirit World. I'm in the Spirit World. Sorry, what's Nepo up to as well from Smithy Toilet? I think he just had a complete brain fade. Not only was he offside, and then he just grabbed the ball. And I feel like, luckily, everyone kind of saw the funny side of it. He didn't, of course. He will be getting mocked big time. But I feel like in that situation, he's probably, if it was inside of the 22, he probably would have gotten yellow carded for that one, unfortunately for him. But now it is going to be Payanga Mosa looking for the line-out throw just outside of the 22. They are going straight into the hands of Sullick. I know they're not. It's gone over the top, and now it's going to be Finley Christie. And they are on the counter-attack once again. Faiani calling for the kick, but instead they decided not to, and they are going to be driving forward here, the Blues. 30 out from their own line at the moment. It's going to be in the hands of Eklund. He's had a busy game so far. Now it is going to be Christie once again firing this ball back. In the hands of Zahn. Sullivan kicks it long, and he has kicked it straight down the middle of the field, just outside of the 22. Claimed there by was Greeley. And now it is going to be Dalgunu, who is going to be returning fire, going for a bit of a chase. It is going to be taken nicely by Otiri Black, though, and he is kicking it back, going for the territory once again for the Blues. But that one is taken once again by Greeley, who is trying to step around. He has been wrestled to the ground, though, by TJ Faiani just inside of half time, or just inside of the half of the Reds, I should say, as well. I will try my best to read all your chat as well, but I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the road to 2,500 subscribers. So if you do want to help us out, please do. It is hugely appreciated. Payanga Mosa around the side of the ruck there. Going for a little bit of a cheeky run. Now it's going to be Wilson. Goes back into the hands of Xander now. Now it's going to be Paisami selling a dummy, but once again, they have been able to shut him down, and straight away, Papali trying to hold him up, but not quite able to, up to 5 phases. So Robbie going short side into the hands of Hamish Stewart, who was replacing O'Connor just before the match as well. Now there's going to be Robbie. Goes into the hands of Harry Wilson, now wrestled down to the ground there, and it's going to be almost a penalty for Hoskins Atutu, but not quite able to win it there. So Robbie once again going back. Now it's going to be Angus Stott Young. He has a lot of carries throughout this competition so far, and he is continuing to do that. Now it's going to be Hunter Paisami now. Flat ball, little offload there from Payanga Mosa. Now it's going to be in the hands of Dalgunu, who is trying to make his way down the wing once again, but not quite able to break through. Now it's going to be Scott Young. A little bit of a back line here for the Reds, but hard in the tackle there was Liam Wright by Oscar Sadudu and Eklund. Eklund's looking a little bit sore, though. Now it's going to be Paisami breaking through, but he has unfortunately lost his footing, which could have led him to keeping on running down the field. Now it's going to be Robbie goes himself as well. Little offload almost on the cards. Yes, he does give it to Scott Young. Now it's going to be Liam Wright. Goes back now into the hands of Hamish Stewart. The Reds just can't quite find that gap in the defence at this stage for the Blues, up to 13 phases as well. And they need to be able to break through very soon. Now it's going to be, once again, a great run there from Blythe, making about 10 metres there with a solo run. So Robbie now goes to Liam Wright, tackled low by Eklund once again. He has had to make a lot of tackles so far. throughout this match. Now it's going to be a great ball into the hands of Harry Wilson. Little kick in behind. That man is supposed to be. Oh, has he kept it in? I think he almost has. No, he hasn't. Harry Wilson, he forgets that he's a number 8. He decided, you know what? I want a grubby here, and he is an angry man at the moment, Harry Wilson. He knows that he blew that opportunity to give it out to Vunivalu out on the wing. And now it looks like there are going to be some more subs being made. But Harry Wilson, what a ball from Hamish Stewart there, holding the pass beautifully. Little kick in behind, just went too far. And unfortunately meant that it was going to be out and a line out now for the Blues. Reds, you can keep on trying as well. Says a clip, and we have also got in there, we got the aliens, the Kiwi lads, Queenstown approves as well, says Josh. So thank you very much. Can you stream tomorrow? Says Midnight Plays. I am going to be doing the 2 matches between the Highlanders and the Waratahs, and also the Brumbies and the Hurricanes. Can watch the cricket on live TV, cricket TV app, says Kathy. So I did not know that. So that is a bit of good information as well. Vunivalu looks like he might be coming off the field here. So it will mean that it will be Dross CC making his way out there. But at this stage, not the best performance for Vunivalu, not because he hasn't been trying, just because he hasn't really received the ball throughout this match so far. If you send me a box of Steinlager's Queenstown in South Islands, or is South Islands Auckland as well, and Vunivalu, back of his head looks like a mask killer as well, says Smithy Toilet. And we have got the aliens are interested in my reproductive organ as well. So that is interesting, but it looks like an injury there for Vunivalu, a little bit of a leg one, perhaps. So that is why he is going to be coming off the field now. And we are now at the stage of only 20 minutes left. Ross CC has made his way out there. Give me a shout out. My G up Queenstown. Yes, shout out to you, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. You'll be looking forward to the match tomorrow with the Highlanders and the Waratahs, I would assume, because that's going to be an exciting one. And maybe the Highlanders will be able to win 4 in a row. But that one is taken by Tui Pelotu. Very nicely done. Now it's going to be Christie selling a bit of a dummy. Gives it to Mark Delia, only a couple meters out from their own line here, though, the Blues. But now from here, it looks like they are going to be kicking this one back. And at this stage, it is going to be Zahn Sullivan kicking it into touch. 60 minutes gone in this match, only 20 to go. And it's one of those ones that, unfortunately, they're going to have to get something going very soon for them if they do want a chance of being able to win this match. Filippo Dalgunu out on that wing. He will be hoping that he can score a try like he did in the last match. But Payanga Mosa here has got this line out throw, and he'll be hoping to make the most of it. There we go. I am just making sure that it is still going to be working smoothly, because we have had a couple technical difficulties throughout this match as well. So hopefully it does still go the way that we want it to, and we are still running smoothly as well. And I got my cricket working, so that is good news as well. Give me a shout out for Auckland Bro, as well, says Midnight Plays. He is well and truly going to be back in the Blues there. And yeah, hopefully we do get to see an interesting situation here. That could be, it's stolen there. And it is going to be the Blues now. Unfortunately, the line out of the Reds just hasn't quite been working for them throughout this match. Has been costing them dearly. And now it is going to be Ruru fires it back to Zahn Sullivan, having a bit of a better kick on that one, and has made a few more meters. Has it gone out? Oh, tell you what, that's an interesting choice. That is a little bit of a brain fade there from the Reds player. Advantage over, though, and now they are going to be right back on their own 22. Pretty much he tried to keep the ball and ran out of space, and then he ended up in a bit of trouble, that is for sure. Jonathan Ruru out on the field, though, like I mentioned just before. That was for Finley Christie. Now it's going to be Stewart out to Payanga Mosa. Bryce Heem off the field as well. That is for AJ Lamb. And at this stage, it looks like the Blues are well and truly working their way towards that bonus point, but they still need one more try to be able to do so. And we are just waiting to see whether or not that will be the case. That one has gone into the hands now of Stewart. Now it's going to be Wright, who is driving forward as well. And just looking as well at some of the stats of this match, it's interesting. The Reds have had a few good moments in this one. It's rain delay right now as well. Now it's going to be Zahn Sullivan taking that one, kicking for a bit of territory. He's got a very good kick when he goes for that, and it's just outside of the 22. And they are under pressure once again here. Very good kick from Zahn Sullivan. And it's the Aucklanders. They are there. Or they are. See you, bro, as well, says Midnight Play. See you later. Hopefully you do get to watch a little bit of the game as well. Yes, sir. Easy money for the Highlanders as well, says John. Says Josh. And what's your sub goal by the end of the year for Kiwi lads? That's the thing. I actually originally, we had a sub goal of 100 by the end of last year, and we were almost at 1,000 this year. One of the other Kiwi lads, Isaac, he said that his prediction was going to be sitting around that 3,500 was his guess. But I know that some people have said maybe the 5,000 could be on the card, so we will have to wait and see. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Hugely appreciated. And we're going to have plenty more content, including Poyanga Mosa. He's in a foot race here, and he is trying to find the gap, but not quite able to there. Now it is going to be in the hands of now little kicking behind from Henry. Awkward bouncing one. And it is going to be now Zahn Sullivan under a huge amount of pressure. He's going to do a little step offload now to AJ Lamb. And he is going to be kicking it downfield. The youngsters of the Blues linking up nicely there. Now it's going to be Paisami claiming it just inside of his own half. Running hard at the line as always. Runs straight at TJ Faiani. And it is going to be a little knock on. And now it is going to be the scrum feet of the Blues. And tell you what, they're talking about that hit from TJ Faiani. He muscled up there big time. We've got Latita Black should go back to the Hurricanes when Boda Barrett, the Glamour Boy, comes back as well. Says Marco Vonapola Bear. And that's the thing. With all of the talent in the back line for the Blues, these young guys such as an AJ Lamb, Zahn Sullivan, those positions are getting harder and harder to be able to get. But that was a big hit from TJ Faiani. Muscled up to Hunter Paisami. Little knock on. And in the end, it was what led to the case of, unfortunately, just not quite going the way for the Reds. Number 13, I believe, is in this match, if I'm not wrong. But there is a drinks break at the moment. It is currently 17 degrees there at Suncorp Stadium. Pretty warm day as well. We have also got Nice Live as well. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. You'll be in here for this one. We will be doing a post-match review after this one. TJ Faiani as well says Naughty he is a very impressive play. He kind of, I would say, he deserves a try in this match just from the way that he has played. He's looked solid and he has been trying very hard to be able to get himself one, but just hasn't quite been able to get over the line in the end. But I feel like at this stage, is it fair to say there's still going to be one or two more tries in this match? Currently 15 minutes left in this one, and we will have to wait and see whether or not there will be a final blow in this match for the Blues. If they get it, they get the bonus point. We also got in the chat Uso Bulla Vanaka Uso as well, says Alea Tawa. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Do let me know if I have got that wrong, but I believe that means thank you in Fijian. I think someone taught me it a little bit ago, but I feel like I've slightly forgotten it. But many thank yous, maybe, I think it is. But I do appreciate you being here as well, mate. And yeah, at this stage, it is going to be the front rows going down. And it is going to be, once again, a scrum reset. The Blues at the moment, they have scored 4 tries in this match. Mark Talia, Finley Christie, Dalton Pabali, and Patrick Tui Pelotu. For the Reds, they have scored 2. Harry Wilson and also Brendan Poyanga Mosa. So at this stage, we are going to have to wait and see whether or not they will be able to get that bonus point. And that's the other side of it. If the Reds, they don't think they can win it from here, but they can get themselves a bonus point and definitely shut out the bonus point of the Blues as well. My brain stopped working there for a second. I kind of like that. My jaw almost cramped up there from talking so much. Now it's going to be Ruru, who has got that ball at the back of the scrum. And now it is going to be in the hands of Harry Plummer. Now first receiver, good tackle on him though by Hamish Stewart. Ball bouncing free and it's a little knock on. So now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Reds. This game keeps on going back and forth. Harry Plummer not too happy with that one. But now it means that it is going to be another. Why is Plummer so bad? I will call it Sesame Toilet. Hard to say. He just doesn't seem to get that rhythm going, unfortunately, for him. And that's the thing. They tried him at 12. Didn't quite work out for him. They tried him at 10. And unfortunately, it hasn't quite worked for him yet. As well, Drew Mitchell looks like he has had a heavy cannabis smoking addiction. What do you reckon as well? Says Marco Funapolobio. I'm trying to think of him off the top of my head, but I can't actually think of him, to be fair. I'll take your word for it, though. And we have also got there as the COVID in Fiji. Hopefully, I know that there was a lockdown a little bit ago, but hopefully it is all getting under control. Because, yeah, it was a bit of a shame. And hopefully they can still take part in the All Blacks versus Fiji tests that are happening in July. But like Ronnie Coleman, no need a good way. So it says a clip. Don't actually know who Ronnie Coleman is. I'll be honest, little cross kick there. Gone too far, though. And it's gone out on the full, but it's going to be the penalty to the Reds there. And they have got another opportunity here to try and make something of it in the last kind of 14 minutes of this match for the Reds. They want one more try. Front row collapsing is the call, so that's why they had the advantage. Leon has a crush on Plummer as well, is the call from the chat. And we always got in there, has spread to Samoa and your uncle ate all the monies. I'm not sure what they are. Bend over then as well. That's an interesting comment. Time till death. Plummer is not good. I will say it as. And that's a good kick there. So now it is going to be a rolling maul opportunity for the Reds here. And let's see what they can do. That's a big question at this stage. We've only got a total of 13 minutes left in this match. I'm just having a look, and at this stage, the Reds, it's going to be tough for them to be able to win this match, but they can keep that bonus point away from the Blues. I feel like the Australian teams are trying to play like the New Zealand teams. They need to think of New Zealand ideas and beat the New Zealand teams as well, says George. And I guess having a ex-Crusaders coach would cause that a little bit for them. Isaac Henry now driving at the line, only 5 meters out. Jacob Pearce straight over the ball, though, and he has almost won himself a penalty, but not quite. Now it's going to be in the hands of Angus Scott Young, who is driving forward once again. Sarovi, short ball into the hands of Wilson, lost all momentum, goes to Xander. They've got the advantage as well here, the Reds. It's going to be Sarovi, back into the hands now of Angus Blythe, I believe it was. Will's driving forward. Well, that might have actually been Sam Wallace getting his first carry. Paisami driving at the line now, and they are getting extremely close. Sarovi, short ball to Wilson. He is going to get held up. And it is a risky business when you're only a couple meters short. The ball bouncing three. It's going to be Xander now, who has been tackled by Satutu. Round the side once again. And the Reds at the moment moving towards that 10 phases. And they still have managed to hang on to this ball. It's going to be a penalty, though. And I believe it was because of the fact that he wasn't quite able to get out of that ruck, Jacob Pearce. So now it is going to be the penalty to the Reds. What to do from here? Can't believe they took my boy Vunivalu off, says Big Dog. Although I think he did actually end up with a little bit of, he ended up with a bit of a leg injury. So I feel like that surely was the only reason they would take him off, because of the fact that, he's a very talented player. Definitely for a cross kick or something along those lines. Still going. Said Midnight Plays IT. I am indeed. We don't often take breaks on this channel. You will find out we've got many live streams. We're even thinking about doing a 5 a.m. one. So it's going to be a late night. And maybe, I'm not sure how many of you guys will be up for that Rainbow Cup game. Do let me know if you are going to be still lurking around at 5 a.m. This morning. We have got in there, I agree, man. It's because they are hiring NZ coaches like Dave Rennie as well, says George Polo. Oh, he is bleeding a little bit there. I believe that is Angus Scott Young. So he is going to have to go off the field, unfortunately for him. And well, I watched then as well, said Midnight Plays, and also news just in, Vunivalu is now re-signed with the Melbourne Storm on a cheap $700 a week contract for the remaining NRL season, as well, said Marco Votopolo Bear, and he wishes, says the Big Dog as well. But they are showing Mac Greeley, and he has had a pretty good performance for a for a debut. He was thrown under the bus a little bit going out there, only a couple of moments before the game found out that he was going to be replacing Hegarty for this one. And also James O'Connor is out of this match as well, so that meant now that it was going to be Hamish Stewart starting. And we have also got in the chat, I think the Blues will win this game tonight. Keep it up, boys. Get the bonus points now as well, says Joseph. And that's the thing. Currently 2 tries ahead. They need 1 try very soon. 70 minutes in, 5 meters out from their own line. They are going to have to work hard here to not give away a penalty, because or else they could end up with a man in the bin. And that's the last thing they want. So a big push from the front row. Alex Hodgman, Nepo Lulala. They go strong at this Reds line with Xander. He is going to be under a lot of pressure, that is for sure. And we have got, I think the Blues will win this game. Oh, no, I read that one, sorry. But that was from Joseph as well. I haven't actually mentioned likes throughout this whole live stream. So I guess I probably should. We are sitting on 43. Let's see if we can get it to 50 before 75 minutes into this match. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. So Robbie now putting the ball in for the Reds. It's a good push as well. So now they are going to have the advantage, surely. No, they haven't. No, oh yes, now they have. And now they are only going to be a metre short by Mosa now. With the ball in hand, he's already scored one. They're driving forward here, the Reds. Who is going to be taking that final ball and getting over the line? They're getting driven backwards. Great defence there from Papali'i and Pierce, I believe it was. Now it is 5 back. Cross kick is on the cards. It's gone on. Vunivalu takes it beautifully. And, Dalgunu it was. And he has scored the try there for the Reds. And now all of a sudden they're going to need 2 tries to be able to get that bonus point. But Filippo Dalgunu able to score the try in the 70th minute cross kick opportunity for them. And people are saying maybe the Reds are still in with a slight chance here. A lot of points scored against them in the last 15 minutes of the last match against the Chiefs. But now they are going to be the ones who want to get all of the points on the board. It was going to be Filippo Dalgunu. You've got to remember that name, because he is going to be scoring a lot more in the future, not just for the Reds, but also for the Wallabies. And we have also got the Blues. We'll definitely get the bonus point for 319 from the Blues as well. Says Tristan Bradthorne is getting red. He's looking angry. Hulk smash as well. Red, stop these Blues. It's an emergency. And I guess they must have been listening to your A clip because of the fact that they were able to get that one now. Hamish Stewart. Sorry, that's not Hamish Stewart. That is Isaac Henry. He has converted that one. So now there is only a 10 points difference. The Reds, they will be wanting to, first of all, cut it down to only 7 points difference so they get that bonus point. What was AJ up to? Contest that as well in the chat, says Smithy Toilet. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. You look at it, and he almost decided, instead of going up for it, he decided to wait for him to come down, but then he didn't even try and tackle him when he came down. So that wasn't ideal for the Blues in that situation. But at this stage now, the Reds are only 10 points behind. We've got Aliens probe me deeply as well, says Marco Vinapola. That is no good for you, mate. Was it at 420 by any chance? Go Blues as well, says Nico. And AJ's eyes are closed. That's it. Actually, that's them wide open as well, says Marco Vinapola. Taken by Dalgunu now. And now there is only a difference of 10 points in this one. So Robbie now going back into the hands of Hamish Stewart, who has kicked it straight up the middle of the field. The Blues, they want to score a try very soon. And then from there, they will be open to build and get that bonus point, but they are going to have to work hard. Zan Sullivan now on the 40-metre line has been taken down. Ruru into the hands of Vakina. Quick hands to Pierce. He is hit early and straight over the ball is the Reds, but it's an advantage. So now they can throw everything at this. Is going to be Harry Plummer. Goes back to Rieko Ioane. Pace on the ball here. It is AJ Lamb shunting off Isaac Henry. Getting driven forward a little bit more. Ruru goes to Nepo Lulali. Sells the dummy. Now it is going to be a flat ball to Hoskins Satutu. Little offload at the back. That is some silky skills from the Blues forwards. Now it's going to be Papali on the 22 line. And they have still got the advantage here. The Blues, my voice has decided that it wants to give up, but both of these sides aren't. That is for sure. That one has been knocked away. And now they are going to be kicking for the corner once again. Go to the Manu as well. Reds motivation, please wait as well. Go Blues, says Tua. Hopefully, Tua. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Aliens abduct me. I'm watching from a new planet of Anunnaki. Fun, just come join the Galactic Federation. Get it on, slimy alien. that made me cringe, that line right there. But now it is going to be kick for the corner. They are showing the man in number 20 jersey, Sam Wallace. And at this stage, the Blues, if they can score, and that's a great kick from Harry Plummer. They're only going to be 5 metres out now, and the line-out drive will be strong for the Blues here. They need the try, and they need it now if they want a chance at that bonus point. And that is exactly what they will be chasing. While we are waiting for this line-out to be set, I will show once again where the table is sitting. This is live, other than the fact that the live points for the Blues, if they win this one, won't actually be there quite yet. But the Crusaders playing an extra game, sitting on 18. With the Blues winning this match, they'll go up to 19. But they won't want that. They will want the 20. They want the extra bonus point here. But it was, in the end, a knee into the face of Isaac Henry, which is why he ended up coming off the field. Unfortunately, just got a little bit rocked there from that one. It's gone to the back now. Who is going to be claiming this ball? That's a big question. It's going to be Vakina with the ball at the very back. They've been told to use it once here, the Blues. At this stage, Salakai Lotto trying to drive his way through. Ruru has got that ball. They go short side. Little grubber in behind. It's a little bit risky, but Mark Delia wasn't quite able to get it. I think Saravi did. So in the end, it will be the situation of a 22 dropout. Try time Blues or Boys in Blue as well, says Rangy. They're actually checking it. Goal line dropout is going to be the call here. My predicted final between my Blues and Highlanders or Crusaders, says Tristan as well. Bonus point deny for Blues, says Miriani. Yeah, they're going to need it very soon. And in the end, Saravi did extremely well to be able to get that one. And I'm wondering whether or not just a pass out to Mark Delia would have done the job rather than the grubber. And now they are going to go long here. They want to possibly get themselves into a situation. Hoskins Satutu now on the halfway line, driving forward here. Hoskins Satutu running hard at the line, but he is dragged down by Paianga Mosa straight over the ball. Was Angus Scott Young not quite able to claim it. Now it's going to be Faiani with a bit of a step there, driving forward towards the 22 once again of the Blues. They are in fast motion at the moment. They know that they need the try, but it's been stolen. Now it's going to be Salakai Lotto driving forward, and now the Reds aren't completely out of this match. It's going to be Saravi goes back into the hands of Hamish Stewart, seeing a bit of space, but is going straight into the hands of Mark Delia, who has taken it nicely with a little bit of a fumble, but now it's going to be Zan Sullivan. Now the Blues, they have to think tactically. Are they going for that bonus point, or are they trying to hang on to that victory for the 4 points? They can't afford to let the Reds score soon, or else they will be in a lot of danger. We got Nepo's got Butterfingers as well. Says Smithy Toilet, DMT is highly recommended. Reconnect with the aliens as well. Says A-Clip. Now it is going to be in the hands now of Drua Sisi. Getting one of his first carries straight over the ball was Nepo Lulala, though, and he has won the penalty straight back for his side. And I guess he ended up dropping that ball, but now they are going to be going for the corner. Reds are leading the Australian Conference, says Cornell. They are indeed at this stage. I will show it once again for you guys who haven't seen it yet. At this stage, the Reds are sitting, although there isn't actually a conference, it is the case of whoever are the top two sides will be the sides who move on to the final. So at this stage, the Reds, they are sitting in 6th, but they are ahead of all the other Australian sides. Once again, Harry Plummer kicking that one for touch, making sure it goes out as well. 4 minutes left. What do the Blues do here? Do they keep on pouring on the pressure, trying to get one more? Nipper brother, you made it. You made up for it as well, says Militoa, covered in KFC chicken grease. I wouldn't mind some KFC. To be fair, my prediction is this game. There's another 7 minutes left. That is a good prediction as well. And now it is going to be on the 22 for the Blues. Can they drive all the way to the goal line here, the Blues? Or are they going to get shut down? It's going to be stolen by the Reds. And that's the thing. The Reds are still staying right in this one. Drew Assisi now is going to be driving forward for the Reds once again. Now it is going to be charged down by Oscar Satutu, though. My voice is almost gone, but I'm going to keep on going. And it is going to be now under by Sami, bursting through the gap, a tackle by Ioane. And a very good tackle there. So Robbie going short side in the hands of Scott Young, who is going to be able to get the final blow on this match. Dalgunu, what a tackle that is. From AJ Lamb straight over the wall with the Blues, but not quite able to get that one down the short side. Daniela Tupou driven into touch. And because of it now, it means that we are in that situation of, it just hasn't quite gone his way at this stage, Daniela Tupou. And at this stage, my voice is almost gone, unfortunately. We have got keep your voice as well, says MH Joy. And that's the thing. Hopefully it will be back by the time we get into the live stream at 5 a.m. That's still going to be 5 hours away. That's a wee while. That is for sure. Let's go up the Kiwi lads as well, says Josh McLean. And hard out, says Acliff as well. Yes, proud to admit. And we have got 3 more games to go for this weekend. There are indeed. And then that's not even including the matches for the Rainbow Cup South Africa. That's going to be 2 more as well. The Blues have been able to claim that ball now. Or have they? Yes, they have. And it looks like now they look like they want to set it up for a backline movement here, the Blues. At this stage, with 2 minutes left, you might as well try and get your points differential up, I think, is what they are planning. Although, by the looks of it, they might be just securing this win. And that is a counter ruck, and the Reds have stolen that one. You can't be doing that, the Blues. Now it's going to be Harry Wilson. Oh, what a tackle that is. It was Mark Talia who has hung on to the ball, but Dalton Bubbly stealing it back. Little knock on. And now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Reds once again. We've got a minute and a half left in this one. Jonathan Ruru, big mistake there for his side. They need to keep on moving that ball rather than leaving it in the breakdown, being through Allen back, then shot straight to ecstasy. Now I'm on Kiwi Lad stream and surrounded by naked mermaids. He's Marco Football there. He's trying to sleep on my keyboard, my cat as well. Luckily, mine has decided to sleep over on his chair, so he isn't quite on the keyboard. Lover mate as well. Says Marco Football Bear isn't a 4-try bonus point, not in this competition. It is 3 or more tries ahead of your opponent. Because of the fact that they have decided, I know Northern Hemisphere, it is normally the, take lemon with warm honey drink as well to keep my voice. But I believe in the Northern Hemisphere, it is just 4 tries get you a bonus point. In fact, I think it's most competitions other than this one where it is 3 or more. Is there still a chance for the Satyrs, says Marini. At this stage, without the Blues getting the bonus point, that is pretty valuable for the Crusaders, for them keeping their hopes alive, because they will have to get a bonus point win. Slight lift is the call. Okay, it's going to be a penalty against Mark Talia for the dangerous tackle is the call. No yellow card, but just... Okay, Mike Fraser has said it because of that tackle from Mark Talia. No Satyrs is out. Low as well, says Joe. It depends, because if the Hurricanes lose tomorrow, the Crusaders will actually be above the Hurricanes. So they'll be sitting in second if that's the case. Get that 50 likes, boys, as well, says James. What are we sitting on at the moment? Oh, okay. Filippo Dalgunu is going to be taking on this kick from 40 metres out. Like they are saying, they've never seen him kick before, but if he gets this kick over, then it will mean they'll be within 7. And then if they can get a draw, that will be 2 points per team. And at this stage, we are on 50 likes, so thank you all very much for that. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Dalgunu, it's just a majestic style of kicking right there from Dalgunu from 40 out. And now all of a sudden, it means now that the Reds are getting the bonus points. So that's the thing. The Blues at this stage, they've got a big decision to make. Do they decide to instead, it's a hard one, do they just kick it out? Are you getting a penalty as well? Says Nigel Deaf, what does rugby become? Yeah, wasn't a massive one, I wouldn't say, in that regard. And we have have you met Joe Rogan? Oh no, that's to someone in the chat as well. Go Reds, says Joseph. So at this stage, for the draw, the Reds will need to score. For the win, the Blues just need to get this ball back. But the big question is, will they be all right with the bonus point for the Reds? Surely they will at this stage. They will take 4 points over 2 every day of the week here. But now it is going to be Sorovi now, firing it back to Lukan Salakailoto on the 22 of the Reds at the moment. As you can hear the siren now sounding. Well, as you can't hear, I guess, because I am the one talking about it. But that one has been taken nicely. Sorovi now goes to Payanga Mosa. They've got to go almost the full length of the field here of the Reds without making any mistakes. Hunter Baisami now trying to pierce the gap. Can they pull off a draw here for the Reds and get themselves possibly cancelling the chance of the Blues in the final? But at this stage, they are still looking pretty decent. It's going to be Sorovi. Goes to Baisami. Taniela Tupou now trying to drive forward, getting out up there. By it is, in the end, it was almost the opportunity for them all, but not quite able to in the end. Sorovi just outside of the 22 of the Reds once again. Goes to Baisami, fires it now into the hands. He's met by a wall there, Angus Blythe. And at this stage, they're up to 9 phases. They haven't been able to find their way through, but the last thing they can do is give this ball away. Harry Wilson now driving. He's dropped it, and that's going to be the knock-on, or is it? They have decided that they're just going to kick it into touch there. They had the advantage, and it's going to be the end of the game, and the Blues win this one by 7 points. They were close to ending up in the situation of possibly losing 2 points in the end, but they were able to hang on there, the Blues. And because of it, they have been rewarded with the 4 points, which will put them now in first place on the table. I love the Force. They stopped the Satyrs from getting a bonus point victory as well, says Liberty. And now the Reds have stopped the Blues from getting the bonus point. These Aussie sides are starting to come to play, and I am all for it. That is for sure. And we have also got there, thanks to the Aliens for blessing us with DMT as well. Maybe go the Blues, says Tere Poto. And also, how many minutes left? This game is now over. 4 minutes, 20 seconds, and we have got, you painted a nice picture. Take me back to cartoon land as well, says A-Clip. And Blues, GG from Jessica was an outlaw. 2 sketchy tries by the Reds. One's unusual penalty as well, says Smithy Toiler. And Blues all day, says Rangy. So at this stage, they will be receiving the bonus point for being within 7, the Reds. So that will push them up to 5 points. And now we are in the situation of the Blues currently sitting in first. I will show the table once again, but this match is going to be over. The Crusaders sitting in second now. They will move down, still on 18 points, and the Blues will move up to first on 19. So at this stage, the next big match is going to be the match between the Hurricanes and the Brumbies. If the Hurricanes lose, the Crusaders will be above them. If the Brumbies end up winning, they will move themselves up above the Reds, almost depending on the points differential. In that situation, Brad will not be happy tonight. Says, well, yeah, he would have felt that he could have won that game with the Reds, just not quite happening for them. Hello is a very happy boy for the Blues, I believe. If I'm not wrong, and great win. Congratulations, Blues, says Naughty. And also, damn Canes can have a chance, and the Highlanders too can have a chance. Yeah, it's so close. And because of how short the competition is, everyone ends up in that situation of anyone can win it. Although maybe not the Rebels and Waratahs, unfortunately. And I don't think the Western Force or Brumbies. So maybe not everyone can win it, but some people can in this competition. We will have to wait and see how it is going to be. Finishing Crusaders or Hurricanes Crusaders final. Perfect as well, says A-Clip. So that could be a very interesting situation indeed. But we will put that down. It says that it's 81 and still going, but this is the end of the match. 24 to the Reds and 31 to the Blues. What a match, eh? Close games for a Friday night of rugby. And now we've got the best thing, and that's the fact we've still got games on tomorrow. The Highlanders versus the Waratahs at 7:05. Then the next match after that one is going to be the Brumbies versus the Hurricanes with a Sunday match as well. 2 weeks in a row. And we have got, we've got 2 weeks in a row with a Sunday game, and that's going to be the Rebels versus the Chiefs as well. We have also got Hurricanes. We have got Go Hurricanes and also Up the Canes. Says Jesse was an outlaw, and Crusaders versus Blues once again for the final, says Alex. And we have got, went to mark my territory on 2 sets, saw the leprechaun on there. As well as Smithy Tolley. He is not a fan of you guys. Kind of cool, and that is a great show. Good to see the Blues win another one as well, says John. And yeah, at this stage, moving them into first place. My voice, actually, I don't think I've almost lost my voice this much in a long time. And we have still got a live stream in about 5 hours and 20 minutes It's Samoa Language Week. Go learn the language as well. So, and we have got hashtag don't be mad back the Kiwi land as well, says Millie Doyle. Congratulations, Blues, go Crusaders as well, says Clayton. And that's the thing, the Hurricanes, they need to win that match tomorrow, because if they don't, Blues versus the Crusaders could well and truly be the final. But the Hurricanes, also the last week, they're going to have the Reds, and the Reds are finding some form. What's the stream for, by the way, says the Big V8 show. What's the stream for? It is the match between the Reds and the Blues, depending on what you mean. Do give me a little bit more information. I assume that's the stream at 5 a.m. maybe, actually. And that is going to be the Rainbow Cup South Africa, and it's going to be between the Bulls and the Stormers. So I decided that I might decide to watch that one as the game over, says Mohammed. It is indeed, although it still says 81, but it is full-time, and the Blues were able to get the 7-point win. We have also got, when will you be back on, says Daniel. I will be back on in about 5 hours' time, and that will be for a live stream for the Rainbow Cup South Africa, a little bit different to the rugby that we are seeing in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, although it is still very entertaining, and 5 a.m. going to be a late night. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. On the road to 2,250 subscribers. No, sorry, 2,500 subscribers now. I'm going to get a Kiwi Lad tattoo, foul mask across my face. Is that okay, brother? Maybe a T-shirt. Maybe we should work on a T-shirt. That might be a little bit better for you. Marco Vodabolabia, and then another match tomorrow. It's going to be close. Islanders and Waratahs. Yeah, that's going to be an exciting one as well. The Waratahs also a team that's finding just that little bit of form. Like, in terms of, yes, they're losing games, but they're scoring tries. Like, they were able to score, I think, 5 or 4 tries against the Crusaders, or 3 tries, which is very impressive. And also, hey, guys from Bailey, welcome to the live stream, mate. Mighty Blues are on a 5-game winning streak since the Chiefs game as well, says Naughty. And, yeah, they've been playing with a lot of confidence, the Blues. This one looked close at times, but in the end, they were able to get over the line, and we always got enjoyed it from Hobbittown, my 2-foot wife, usually using her 7-foot tongue to clean my feet. Interesting, as the game's still going. It is finished, but unfortunately, it just still says 81 for some reason. Congratulations, Blues go Hurricanes as well from Leah Toa. And also, yeah, the 1 in 5 hours. Sorry, should have been more clear. No worries. I think it was my brain not working, though, the Big V8 show, so no worries there. So, yeah, depending on what time it is where you guys are, maybe or not, we will see you there. We also got enjoy your brother. I enjoy, and we have also got hoping you to be the official commentator as well, says Mohammed. So thank you very much, mate. Usually appreciate it there. No, go for the face chat as well, says Jesse was an outlaw. I mean, that's one thing. I feel like that's the thing. I haven't got any tattoos, and I don't know if I ever would get one, but maybe if I was going to, it would be the case of, we'll get a Kiwi Lads one perhaps. But Maxi, I do see that you've asked, so what does this mean if Status get a bonus point next week and Blues don't comes down to the points differential after that? I believe so, if I'm not wrong, although maybe, depending on what it was, because for Super Rugby Aotearoa was the team who had more wins. But in this one, with only 5 wins available in both sides, if they get the 5 wins, so I think points differential, it will be what comes down to it. So that's the thing. You look at the Blues points differential there. They had 102. Then you look at the fact that they won this one by 7 more points, so that puts them up to 109. Maths is hard. I'm going to try and do some quick maths for you guys, though, and see if I can work out exactly what it will be. One moment. I feel like my maths face will look a little bit funny. So pretty much, if they got 109 and, minus, 71. Oh, yeah, 71. That would be, so the Crusaders will have to beat the Rebels by 38 points if the Blues game was a draw. So somewhere around there, they're going to need 50 points in the next match. Thanks for your commentary as well, says Joseph. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shout me out, says Bailey. Shout out to you, mate. We have also got there, and there was some force. Just got the bonus point against the Crusaders. They did indeed. No, they didn't. Did they? What was the score? Western Force just got the bonus point against Crusaders. Says Alex, did they? I feel like they, what was the score in that game? I can't quite remember. I think it was 10 points difference, though. I think it shut down the chance of the Crusaders getting the bonus point because they missed out. They were 1 point away because they lost by 8. Enjoy your evening, mate. See you in 5 hours, maybe, as well, says the Big V8 show, as well as the game over. It is indeed. And we have also got, are you going now? A nice game. Malo Blues as well, says Leah Toa. So normally what I would do is I will go over to a post-match review where we will talk about the stats and the analytics of this match. So it will be very much appreciated if you guys want to tune in for that one as well. 21 to the Force and Satyrs 29 years. So they miss out by 1, unfortunately for them. And we have also got, as it is indeed over, my friend, we have also got Game Uso, Vote Fast Soul, get your uncle Tule Te Leipa first. I have no idea what that means, Johnny Blaze, I'll be honest. We've got thanks also for the live as well. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. And yeah, it's very much appreciated. All you guys being here for these live streams. In this situation, it still seems to think that the game's going, but it is full time. And the score in the end was going to be 24 to the Reds and 31 to the Blues. So they receive the bonus point there. The Blues miss out on the bonus point. They are talking to the man in the number 15 jersey, Greeley, who did make his debut. Had a very good one as well at that. And he will be hoping to have a few more in the future as well. Uso means brother in Samoan language week as well, says Maka Vanabola, Bear, catch a bruv. So we will see you probably in about 5 minutes. 11:50 p.m. will be when we start our post-match review. Okay, lad, that's me, bro. We'll catch you tomorrow's live as well. So we will see you later as well, Jesse, mate. But nonetheless, that is going to be the end of this live stream. We are sitting on 55 likes, so thank you all very much for that. It is hugely appreciated, the support that we've had. Yes, Uso means brother as well. So I feel like I'm slowly picking up on a few other words as well as I am doing these live streams, and we'll put the peace out emojis as well. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all Perv on the chat. I'm not sure whether I need to know that one. Later, who's got a cruise? As I said, Smithy Toilet. Yeah, nonetheless, we will be switching straight over to the post-match review, and I will see you all in a very short moment. Thanks for watching.